All finished coughing now? Hello, everyone, and welcome to the last of the lives. Well, maybe the last of the lives. Probably, yeah, woo! I got some time off to grow things. No, I think there will still be some lives, but I think it'll just be.
Of course there will.
I'll notify when they're going to happen rather than it being a thing. But we'll see what happens. You know what I mean? I might miss it after a week and think, do you know what? Get back on it. But we'll see. Hello, Emma. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you, Danny.
Hi, Annie. Thanks for joining us tonight.
Yeah, a bit short notice, but great.
I know, well, almost as short notice as I give Claire.
Not looking my best.
That's fine, Annie. You always look fine to me. Hello, Jane. Lovely for you to be on. Doesn't Jane look really glamorous as always? I mean, look at the locks she's having. You know what's happened, don't you? With Patreon money now is paying for this new hairdo every month. This is what I'd think. I'm joking, Jane. You look lovely. Honestly, look like a proper. Hi, Kerry. Hi, Dory. I don't know whether or not you're holding that dog or just restraining it, Kerry.
She's going to sit here, but yeah, I had to lift her slightly so she gets on the screen.
Maybe she should have her own little chair right next to you.
I think there's someone else you should say hello to on Carrie's picture in the background. I think that the creature on the background on the table. Yeah, look at that.
Look at that. Where's that from?
IKEA? An introduction.
Is that IKEA, Kerry?
No, but it was massively reduced.
Let me quickly say hello to everyone. Hi, Debs. Hi, Mel. Hi, Chris. Hi, Ali and Trish. Hi, Val. Hi, Chris Garden and Allotment Journey. Hi, Cherie. Hi, Colin. Clay from the Farmyard Garden, who's moderating tonight. Linda's having the night off. So, hello, Linda, if you're watching later on. Probably not tonight, but I'm sure you will watch it. I hope you enjoy your night off. But yeah, Linda's having the night off tonight. She's had a really busy couple of days. So yeah, what it is, we've had a big falling out. That's the truth. Start the gossip. we haven't. She cannot be bothered with me anymore. Border plotter, Melveg and Flowers. Who else? Pete, Trolled, Sylvia, Barry. Are we going everywhere? Jersey CI Dave, of course. Pete's Cornish Garden, Moorside Gardener, Moorside Gardener. So Jen, I know you said you're going to send me some pink for apples. Thank you so much for sending them. Hurry up, basically. No, I'm joking. But something really funny happened, Jen. I was replying to an email the other day, and I thought it was you, and they basically offered me pink for apples as well. And I was like, yeah, I've sent you because they asked for my address. I was like, oh, yeah, Jen, because their name was Jen as well. And I said, yeah, Jen, I've sent you my address. Thanks so much. She messaged back saying, where did you send it? I was like, oh, yeah, on Instagram, remember? And she's like, no. So, yeah, in a nutshell, I've got pink for apples coming from both Jens now. So I'll be happy to grow as many as I can. So I'm well happy for it. But, yeah, thank you so much for everyone who offered to send me some as well, because I had quite a few offers after that. So at least I've got pink for apples for this year. I mean, I never in a million years thought in my life that I'd be sad that I couldn't grow pink for apple potatoes, and then people had to save the day by sending me some potatoes in the post. I never thought I'd ever get to this level of coolness. Kerry always knew she would. She knew she'd get to this. I mean, she's past this now. She's at knitted jumper stage. Pete's Cornish Garden. I think I've said some of these. Pauline, I see you on. Hiya, John and Julie's Allotment Diaries. Mark, Mark's on. Muscle Mark's there. Kerry flying the flag for the plot.
Yeah, they're in Poland.
Oh, nice.
They're on holiday and still watching.
Oh, lovely. Anna Jones. That's not your Anna, is it, Jane? Hi, Anna Jones.
Nope.
RF. AD, nice to see you on. Oh, one of Jane's favourites, that is AD. Honestly, God,
lovely.
AD, you're in every conversation with Jane. Honestly, God, she doesn't shab about you, honestly. A pro amateur.
He's a proper gardener, Danny. That's
yeah,
right.
I know. That's what I always do. It's not like us lot. A Twee Garden. No. John Davis. Hello, Tony O'Neill. Nice to see you on. Joanne Miller. Dave's Plot 22. Have I missed anyone out? I hope not. Hi, Cheryl. Nice to see you on. Pete's Cornish Garden. I think, is this right? Have we got Joanne Miller, Sally Ann. God, there's a list on tonight. Steve Colwell. Barry
Damn
Morgan,
rabbit. Damn
Wendy,
rabbit.
Detgro Hosgro, Cherie, Malcolm. I think that's it. Jamie, I see. Oh my God, the list is still going on. I think Jim's raised bed gardening. Mal's on. Mal, come on. You were supposed to come on these lives, so we're gonna have a one-to-one with you. That's what we're gonna have to do. Gang of Pete and 2P in a pod. Lisa May, Toadette. Oh my God, it's just refreshed now, and I think I've lost half the people. Do I? Oh God, there's so many here. Josie, Daddy Daughter Allotment. Oh, that's a new. Is this a channel, Daddy Daughter Allotment? If you're our channel, let us know in the comments. And yeah, because I've never heard of you. So if so, maybe I should start watching. Michelle's Kitchen Garden Diary. Oh God, we're going through them all now, aren't we? Paul Dawson. In a minute, I'm going to have to stop. Damn Rabbit. Oh, I see you on. Becky's Life and Allotment Diary. Now, Becky lives near me as well. Becky, I think you should pop round. Becky, I don't know. Becky, I used to watch you before, and then I know you stopped, but I'm wondering if you've started back up, or if you have, or if you have got a channel. Pop it in the comments though, because well, you're welcome to pop round. I know you're in one of my local allotments around me, but don't say which one. But obviously, get in touch. Therese, Fennel. Am I going to stop? Because everyone's carrying on talking. Right, we're done.
Please
we're
stop.
done. Stella.
Please, just
It's done.
yeah.
God.
Oh no, there's
right, thanks everyone for watching. Here's Guess the Gardener. No. There you go. Oh, he said it's just grow Danny. So that's what his thing is. Det grow, horse grow. All right. It's just grow Danny. There you go. Elizabeth James, hello everyone. Right, let's start tonight. So tonight we're going to talk about getting ready for spring.
Hi,
I'm really excited. Jane, you are a little bit more ready than usual this year, and I'm really proud of you because...
Am I? Oh, because I planted my garlic last June or whenever it was. Very early.
I think this year you're gonna step up because you haven't got Mike a little bit,
I don't know. I must admit though, I haven't done really anything. I've sown a few seeds. I am very much for leaving the garden to look a mess until the weather gets warmer, but that is really irritating me now. I just want to go and get it all clear. But I believe in the environment that I have created, and it's really annoying.
Yeah.
So I know.
Sometimes when you watch a YouTube channel, right, and you think, I know the real person. When they sit there, sometimes they go, I'm leaving this pile of mesh here for the nature because at the moment I'm worried that ladybugs are in the bamboos. I think you're lying, Jane Kelly.
Not that I can't be bothered.
I know you.
No, it's true. I do try and do that, but it does, yeah. It's a burden. It's a burden I carry.
This is a spoiler alert. Claire hasn't even got a telehandler. That's just rented in every now and again in the background just to show off. That's even the truth. Hello, Claire.
There's going to be so many tractors in this.
Oh, it's going to be like the Clarkson's farm is going to be.
Not a telehandler.
Do you know what? I was watching Clarkson's farm. I've told Claire this as well. And I sat there watching, and they put up this big thing of a telehandler, and they went, do you know what? I don't know how you could live on a farm without a telehandler. I thought, bloody hell, I can't get away from this word. I didn't even know what a telehandler was until I met Claire. I literally didn't even know that was a word. I just thought they were called tractors or
Duncan used
trucks.
To have it. Well, I know people do think that. Duncan had a JCB 3CX and he used to do all of his loading with that, and he still got it. It's like abandoned in the shed. He took delivery of this telehandler, and then this poor JCB.
You know what? If Kerry had that, right? She'd have that at the front of the plot, full of lobelia. That we can't waste this. No way. This got to be used. Thank you so much. Anyway, I just seen a lovely comment somewhere saying. So Becky said I started back up and had to take a break. Okay, Becky. So yeah, if you want to pop round, honestly pop round because you can steal some stuff off him if you want. Because the reason I was going to say that is because I was wondering whether or not I should do this for Malvin as well. Should I I don't know if I'm going to be driving this year, but if not, Tony's watching, and Tony, turn your microphone off a minute. Should I bring some stuff that I don't really want anymore because I got quite a few things that are really, really good or even brand new I don't want, but I'd rather some other YouTuber or someone use it.
But
I've got one of these. So I've got another one of these, brand new in the box. You know these, what are they called?
A
let pot. So I've got a second one of those. So I just thought, like, what do you do with, I don't know. I've maybe Kerry. I mean, Kerry's always up for a freebie.
We'll be having a raffle.
Yeah, should we have a raffle?
We could have a raffle.
We should have a raffle. Tombola.
Well, you could set yourself up, and you could be Noel Edmonds, and it could be a swap
Mr. Blobby.
Do a little swap shop. That'd be quite nice.
Maybe, yeah. I always look at Mal. Mal at the veg plot man. You know what? Some of the stuff that he's got, I think, God, I could do with all of that. He's got like this treasure trove of things that I want.
He's the first person. Go on, sorry, Jane.
No, are you never satisfied with your lot? You've got everything that you need. You've got everything for your plot and more. But your grass is always greener. Stop it, Danny. Stop it. Be happy with your let pot.
That's human nature, isn't it? That's human nature.
No, Claire, it's me and you in nature, Claire. It's me and you in nature.
Yeah, well,
me and you every week. I know for a fact we're there, and our eyes twitching when Kerry's got that cloche lid. That's yellow. It gives me a twitch. I think, it's £5 in B&Q, please get one.
I even sent Kerry the link.
I even thought, Kerry,
edges.
you know what? I even thought, should I just send her one? I thought, no, because she'd be annoyed that she'd be like, there is nothing wrong with this one because it's plastic. You're now making me send this to the landfill. I thought, this is going to cause ructions.
Oh, yeah. Keep it.
That would not stand up in me and Claire's. I tell you now, that'd be bloody. I'd be donating that to someone else that needed it. That's what I'd be doing. But I agree with it. You don't really. As YouTubers, we overbuy it, don't we? And we overspend and we overgrow and things like that.
Less of the royal we, Mr. Price by name.
Hang on a minute. Us gardeners, as YouTubers, we tend to we do buy the odd, like Annie. You like a little shop, don't you, Annie? You like everything in order and everything just so. But what I mean is, we don't need to do either. We don't need to have all the container-wise module trays and all like that. Like, we don't really need to buy all those things. They are literally luxuries. Claire's like, no, we need every single thing to match.
I mean, my eyes are twitching. It's good I've got my glasses.
But what I mean is, for a normal person watching, we're not normal.
No, you don't.
Need to. You can grow. That's one thing that Gemma does differently, I think, a little bit as well. And there's obviously others who do it as well. But Gemma is quite content with growing her broad beans in a yogurt pot. She's really happy with that, and that is literally so fine.
Yeah.
And
I don't have anything about, if people want to do that, that's fine. But I literally have no life.
This is me as well, Claire.
My pennies on
this is
some
me.
bits and bobs,
I just think, God. I just think, I look at it and think, yeah, that could.
No, and I know I'm always taking the mickey out of you, but I think that is the point, isn't it? You can do it with next to nothing.
Yeah.
But then again, it is nice. It is nice to treat yourself to stuff now and then, obviously.
But it's a personal journey, isn't it? So it's however much it's up to you. I think, like, for me and Annie especially, we're gardening at home. So it's very different to being able to shut the door and not care about it when it's on an allotment. But talking about Mal earlier, I don't know anyone that makes a pallet fence look as smart as Mal's fences. Even
He's more of a neat freak than I am.
I know.
It's the time to stain all of those
He's
fencing.
A perfectionist,
amazing.
Isn't he?
But I always look at him and think, I always think, whenever I see him, I think, I bet he was a smooth bugger when he was younger. I bet he used to walk in the pubs, let me tell you now, and he'd walk in with his snazzy little denim jacket on. I bet they all used to run after Mal. Not saying they don't know, I'm just saying, I always think, it's just the way he talks as well, isn't it? Like, he's such a, if you can tell, he's nice. Like, you can tell he's a nice person. I mean, like Kerry, he was all bloody put on, that is. No, but
very, I think you're very tolerant of.
Oh, and I think you're bloody creeping. I think you are. Hi, Jem. Nice to see you in. Hi, Mayu.
She's very misunderstood as well because she's very down to earth.
Get on. Don't know who you're talking about. I can show you some voice notes where
First
she's
time
not
you
down
swore,
to earth.
Kerry. Ooh.
Getting on about my first video again.
Let's not start on that. Bloody hell. But I did find a lovely photograph. Let me show you this lovely... Oh, should I show him? I mean...
Yes. Go on.
Yeah, let me show you Kerry, right?
Oh, sorry, Kerry.
Let me show you Kerry, right, when she had her act together. I've said this already to Kerry anyway. I said, Kerry, you can tell this was before.
This was before the gardening.
You can tell she had a garden because she started washing her hair. You know, it wasn't washed by Claire's loofah. Let me show you this picture, and I was impressed. Look at this.
Oh,
Honestly,
who's that lady?
honestly,
That's gorgeous. Oh, I like the hair colour, Kerry.
yeah.
You should have seen me when I was blonde.
Oh, hey.
I've seen you.
Bloody hell, what's going on here?
Wait,
I
no.
mean, nobody will beat Annie, though, will they? Come on. Annie, I got
Well.
something to tell you as well. I had to show I had my laptop open for my assessors in work and the nurses, and I was clicking through. She went, "What's that?" And I opened it, and it was only this bloody picture, Annie.
Oh no!
So half the NHS have seen this now. If anyone hasn't seen, that was Annie last week went down in the greenhouse. That was Annie doing Naked Gardener's Day.
Oh my god!
Yeah, so I had to explain that. I said, right, listen, I'm not a pervert.
That was quite a long time ago.
It made it worse. So I said, this is my friend Annie. She sent me the photograph so I could show her on my live show on the YouTube. Didn't go down as well as I thought. Yes. So I need to try and remember that we got Guess the Garden tonight. I am keeping an eye on the questions. So if we have missed any questions, I am sorry because I pulled Claire in, but I'm guessing she's multitasking. I have starred one anyway.
This one from
This one from who?
Therese. About
Oh no!
That's the one I'm trying to star on.
What's the timestamp on it? What's the timestamp?
Oh, there isn't one.
1918.
Okay, I got it.
The end
Well,
of
that's
the war.
this. Hi everyone. What's the best way to get rid of whitefly off my strawberry runners? Oh, I've never noticed that before.
Yeah,
Has anyone else known that? Therese, where are you actually based? Are you UK? But I've never known this ever happen. Have you? Annie probably have. I mean, this woman.
Yeah.
Have you, Annie?
Yeah, when they were in little pots in the greenhouse.
In the greenhouse, yeah.
Wow. Do you think it's because do you mean this is as pre going outside to plant out?
Yeah.
So they're probably just lingering onto something as much as they can.
Yeah.
I think that the thing is with being in the greenhouse, they're going to almost like they're mollycoddled in a good way, but it means that they're sending up quite a lot of fresh, beautiful new growth. And if it's not cold enough outside, you're going to get your whitefly in. So if your strawberries are kept outside, they're not going to be sending up the same sort of sap. It's sappy growth, isn't it? Whitefly loves sappy growth.
Yeah.
And so being inside will force that a little bit more.
Birds to get at them if it's outside.
Yeah. And so the only thing between the whitefly and the strawberries is you and your intervention. But
in the winter months, you can't have any, I'd say like companion planting. Like you can have marigolds in the greenhouse, which helps, but you can't do that in the winter.
Washing up liquid and water.
But I think that I thought you mollycoddle them if you kept me. Like I remember Malcolm Kingswell. He used to just dump all his strawberries, his hanging basket of strawberries, at the back of the plot, and then he used to bring them back in then just before he needed, so that the frost used to kill off everything because they are frost hardy, aren't they? So he used to let nature keep the pest off. I gotta be honest, I do bring some in and put in hanging baskets, but they're not really needed. You can leave them outside and
that's what I should have done with mine.
Yeah.
But mine all suffered from wilt. I had a fantastic crop of strawberries, the best strawberries ever in about 30-40 years of growing them last year, despite it being a difficult year.
What did you do differently?
But
What did you do
I don't
differently?
know. I didn't really do anything differently. I don't think. I think it's just that the weather was just perfect for them at a certain.
I think I know what you did, Annie. I think you didn't have any mosaic virus, so you didn't have to stress about it, and that's what happened.
But they all suffered from wilt in the end, so I lost them. But I'd saved all the runners, but I think the runners were infected as well, so I lost the runners as well.
Oh,
So
no.
I haven't got any strawberries at all now. I've lost every single plant. So I've got to start from scratch.
Well, I
Has
can't.
anyone got any runners they want to get rid of? Send them to Annie, will you? Because Annie, I've just had funny enough, I've just been. I can't say why, but I need about 30 strawberry plants that's over 2 years old. So I put in the group chat of my allotment, which is a benefit of an allotment, to say, has anyone got any? And luckily, a few plots said, do you know what, we're trying to get rid of them. Because they're like weeds, aren't they, strawberries?
Yeah.
Once they plant them and they're like weeds, you're just constantly trying to get rid of the other plants so they're not competing. But there you are, Garden of Emma. Garden of Emma, why are you writing that to Emma? Annie's right next to you, you daft bugger.
I can send you some.
There you are. Kerry has a bed, though. You are, Mark. Mr. Darcy. Is it Mr. Darcy or Mr. Dacey? How do you say his name?
Dacey, but we like to call him Mr. Darcy.
Mr. Darcy. I know, we've seen him on the bloody plot with his muscles out. He's like the next Vince. But yeah, I'm sure, Annie, there's plenty of strawberries about. But when you buy them, yeah, but they're not the same, are they? You've got to wait then normally the next year a bit, I find, with them.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But I spoke to the plantsman in the week, and he said he's getting all the strawberry plants in the next couple of weeks. So I get them cheaper, so I might as well.
I think what Therese said was, how can you get rid of the whitefly?
Go on, Jane. How can you get rid of it?
No. For me, that's what I'm saying. I would just do, what's that soap? That natural soap?
Castile.
Castile soap. Yeah. Sorry, that's Rocky again. In a bit of water, tiny bit of oil maybe to stick in it. But it might just be the case that if they've got all the new growth, the really sappy stuff, might just be a case of starting fresh.
Or my other idea is put them outside. Put them outside and let the frost knock them off. Because the plant then will suffer a little bit. There'll be a bit of shriveled leaves and a bit of, they'll be knocked off a bit. But put them outside and let nature do it. Because I've got some outside and I've got some inside. And you know what? There's no difference from right now. I got to be honest.
Really? Oh, right. Okay.
So I've not really noticed. But I normally do what Malcolm Kings will do. But to be honest, because I had the tunnel, I wanted to be like, I want to put some things inside and all. But to be honest, they're getting a nice bit of water in if I put them outside, so I'm going to do the same. And I've got all my alliums inside now, and now they've sprouted. Really, even if I'm not going to be planting them yet, I should be putting them outside so that they do get used to being outside. So Jane's got indigestion. It always makes stories look like a well-behaved dog. That's what I like about that.
Just lying here staring at me.
Claire, do you want to stay here now, or what?
Mine's asleep next to me.
Hiya, Duncan.
It's up to you. I'm okay.
You can stay if you want, Claire. I don't care. I don't really care tonight. Honestly, you can order what you want. If I get knocked off, I might not even come back. Do you know what? Let me tell you now. I would never leave you lot on my channel without me and you.
The tales we could tell. The tales.
How have I got 96 subscribers? What's happened?
It'd be like a coven. Would be like a coven.
Would it be like when there is one? There is one, honestly. What's the best variety of strawberries you grow? Oh, I've got some lovely. I've got one called Snow White. Oh, have you anyone grown these? Annie, have you ever grown them? No,
my favourite, a Cambridge favourite, because obviously I'm near Cambridge, so stick up for Cambridge. And Sweetheart were fantastic. They're quite a big fruit.
Yeah, I had them last.
A Sweetheart.
Yeah, I've also got flamenco this year. That's supposed to be I wanted more everbearers in mine, so I have put flamenco in. But Sweetheart, aren't they massive? They're palm of your hands.
But aren't they the ones they say you can't buy in shops because they would mush too quickly? I think they were like, they have to be homegrown because they can't store to be sold in shops. So
Really?
Oh, another good
I think a lot
reason.
of them are
Yeah.
like that. I think I've read that. I think a lot are, yeah.
I like I said, I like the Snow White strawberries. I don't. I can't believe none of you've ever even. Have any of you even heard of them?
Are they white?
No.
They are white, and I'm not
See,
joking.
I don't
They
know
are
if I like that.
Oh,
But you'll be shocked.
wrong.
Honestly, let me show you a picture of them, right? They look weird to look at because they're opposite to what you want. But you know the sweetness on these, they never go home. Never, ever go home, these ones don't. And I was really, really sad because I thought, no, I've left them on the grapevine plot. I had like a little bed for them. And luckily, I remembered I put 4 spare plants in a planter and I brought that on the last day and they are Snow White, so I've got them still. But they look really weird, but I'm telling you honestly, if you have room, get some of these Snow White strawberries. They're just so sweet and beautiful.
Yeah,
I grew those from seed, and they grew really well. I've sent Claire some of the seed just the other day.
For Snow White.
It's a white pineberry, but I'm not sure it's called Snow White. I don't know if it had an actual name on it.
What about you, Claire? Did you say what variety?
Yes, I need to get sowing.
Yes. What about, they take a while though, don't
I've
they?
got flamenco and I like the sweetheart.
But I on the grapevine plot, which I left them, I had, you can get just like asparagus and just like most things. I had earlies, mids, and late strawberries, and I had them all in a bed.
Yeah.
And I left them all there. So you can buy a pack of, if you want, of type in early, mids, and late strawberries, and you can get a pack of each.
Yeah.
I think you get like 6. Are they crowns? The crowns?
Are they still there, or can you not go back and ask for some runners?
Could do, yeah, I suppose. But probably would say
You're not gonna. You're not gonna.
But I'm not gonna. Do you know why? I know this sounds really daft.
No.
But I've said to this about Claire before, is that I can't go down and look at the grapevine plot anymore. I feel really, because I didn't really want to leave the plot. It was just mainly because of, it was next to the fig and olive, and that was more better, and it's so much easier for bark, and that's the only reason. I just feel really sad when I go down there now. Yeah.
Is it being kept nice? Is it, or is it gone to rack and ruin, or by your standards? Is it not as good as when you?
I don't want to get kicked off my allotment plot by my opinions, Jane.
Okay, so you don't
I'd say I wish them all the best.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hey,
but
Freddie.
yes, it's different. Oh, Freddie, thanks for turning up. Good job that you were the only moderator tonight. He said, I'll moderate you tonight, Danny. I said, oh, that's great, because Claire will probably be on as well. He's now just decided to turn up at 7. God, Freddie, honest to God, if you was an employer of mine. Well, thanks for turning up, Freddie, at 7.
Can I ask, why are people saying pineberry? People are saying pineberry in the
because
chat.
that's the name of
Yeah.
white
Is that what the
one.
white ones are called?
Yeah.
But you can buy some as well that taste like pineapple as well, can't you, Kerry? Have you got these ones?
I think my ones taste like pineapple. Yeah. And Sophie's comment about if you keep the white strawberries near the red ones, it'll turn them red.
Oh.
And
yes,
she does
might
say she
slow
thinks
it
the
down.
first is having
But
her on.
Bumblebee Adventure has said that
No,
you need.
can't.
Bumblebee Adventure has said that you need the red ones to pollinate the white ones.
I've never known that.
Well,
Maybe to be honest, I don't really know. They are planted. They were planted next to the red ones, so I don't really know. Mark Dacey saying, "Do you know if someone has taken your plot? What's the update? Is this about your Kerry? Is this about your plot?"
Yeah, somebody viewed it on Sunday, and I think they took it. Yeah, well,
Is the weather dry at the moment?
Walking by and watching her tell somebody else about my plot.
Oh, it's weird.
I walked by, but
Kerry, please do this for me, right? Go back to that plot in 4 months' time and show us what it could have been like. and either way, I mean, it's going to be comical, and either you'll go there and go, see, I couldn't. This is exactly what problems I had, or you could go there and go, what the hell was I doing wrong on this plot? You'd be like, look at the produce I'm having. God, someone mulched all these beds with compost for the last 6 months.
No, every time I walk by it and I see all that compost that I put on the beds, and I'm like,
oh.
I mulched the whole. I spent £200 on compost for the grapevine plot a couple of weeks before I moved to the new one. I could not believe it. And I've thought about taking it all up, but it was problem was I knew there was mare's tail and a bit of bindweed in some of those beds, and I thought, well, later on, will I regret? I'd rather lose £200. I know that sounds daft, but I would rather lose the £200 than later on think, if I divide that by the next 20, 30 years I want to stay on this plot, I would regret it forever. So I just thought, and plus, you don't want to spread it to other plot neighbours around, because it's really weird, because we've got mare's tail and bindweed on the one side of the allotment. On the right-hand side is where Linda is. They've got loads. And we're in the middle. It's kind of like it's encroaching in onto us. But we're in the middle. I'm hoping that we'll,
I took as much as I could. But I kept it all in one section, so I'm seeing what might pop up in it, and so I didn't put it directly onto the beds.
I did bring some up from some of the beds, but I put it all into buckets with some bloodfish and bone and things, and I used it for potatoes. And let me tell you now, there was mare's tail coming out and bindweed up there, and I thought, thank God I didn't just spread that on my beds. But we'll see. Yeah.
Sophie's just said, yes, that's right. You need the red to keep the white white. So, yeah.
See, look at her.
So you
It's
need
complicated,
Thanks,
isn't it?
Sophie. See, she's not just a pretty lass, that one. Honest to God, she's a blooming gardener. Look at Jane.
I'm sorry, I keep coughing, folks.
Well, that's all right, Annie. Thanks for coming. Hi, everyone. What's the best? Oh, we've done this one. What is the best potato companion plant? Ooh, no, I don't like companion planting with potatoes, only because I want to have the biggest yield. So what about you lot? I just don't sacrifice.
I don't think about potatoes, companion planting with potatoes, because they take up so much room.
And plus, you don't want to be sharing that energy, do you? Because you want to have the best yield.
I think the only thing I've ever planted between my rows are lettuce, because they're quick to come up. And by the time the potatoes have grown, the foliage is all sort of grown over, your lettuce has been harvested. So that's more of a catch crop.
Because you don't want to have something in the bed when you have to dig up those, like, say, for instance, new potatoes. You don't have something there. You think, well, I can't dig that because they're going to just... Normally, I just dig them all up, go through the whole bed with a sieve, and then plant leeks straight in the new potato bed then. That's what I tend to do. But, I would like to hear suggestions for any tools to help people with back pain.
Long-handled.
Hoist, wheelchair, ramps. Go on, Jane. You. This is a question for the less abled.
The elderly.
This is one for the elderly. Like Jane.
One of the reasons we went to mainly no dig was because of Mike's back. Now, we still dig here and there, but when we first had an allotment years ago, he had a very bad back and it was going all the time. And he was told about a spade that you can get, and there's a name for it. Tony, I bet you know. And it's literally, it's almost like an automatic spade. You put your foot on a bit of a lever on the spade bit itself, and it does the lifting for you.
Wow.
So it's quite a long handle, and then there's like a lever just on top of the spade bit. And I can't remember the name of it, but it was amazing. It was amazing, and it meant that he could actually go out and garden. But
Tony is now Googling this now to write in the chat to make out like he knows what you're talking about.
No, I know. I wish someone must know what I mean, because it was just an incredible thing, and it was recommended by an old gardener on our allotment site. But I know you can buy them, but
I think it's better as well if you got a long handle spade as well. Have you seen Mal's? Honestly, I don't even know if maybe Mal's just 5'2", but that spade looks huge in his hand. He got a really long handle spade. And I think, flipping hell, Mal, I don't know. I don't even think my shed's tall enough to put it into. But yeah, Clay, what better way? They could just get a telehandler, couldn't they? I mean, Claire, are you there?
Yeah.
Annie. Oh, Claire, Jane, you could mention your left-handed. Secateurs.
Well, that's nothing to do with back pain, but it does show if you're having to go with one as a left-hander. You automatically have right-handed tools.
When you use right-handed, when you're left-handed, it chews everything up.
Yeah, it does. And so these left-handed ones.
With mine.
But I think And we were talking about this, Claire, and I think you get used to it. So you get used to
you
using
adapt.
it. You do. And
You
then
hold it
when
at a
you
funny
do
angle.
get it, it's like I've got just so happened to have. This is what started it all off
A
for me.
kicker digger. That's what they're called, Jane. A kicker digger.
No,
Those
they're not.
spades.
No, it's something else.
Oh.
I can't remember what it was, but
Someone
it is
put
something.
auto spade.
Maybe that's,
Maybe these are brands
Mike
though.
was
Kicker
here, he could
digger.
tell you. But they are an actual thing.
Kicker digger.
But someone else has just said raised beds. That's the best thing, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
If you've got
definitely
progressively, you know, you're not going to get any better as you get older. The access of the raised
Is it one
bed.
of these, Jane?
No, it's not that complicated. Not at all.
All right.
No, it's literally. If Mike gets back from the pub before we finish, I'll ask him what it was.
Mal from the veg plot just said he's 5'6"3/4 to be so precise, Daddy. Mal, well, you're still tall. You're still taller than Tony O'Neill. That's all I can say. And Tony's like, no, I'm not. I'm 5'7" and 1 centimeter.
Someone's
Thank you.
Pauline Morris has just asked if anyone has tried powered secateurs.
Oh, I've seen someone have those. You know the ones that go. Have you got them? Is it you, Emma?
Yeah, I have got a pair, but I do find when you push them, and even though they're powered, you still have to put some force behind them to actually get them to cut what you want them to cut. They're good, but they don't last very long. The battery. By the time you've sort of done one tree,
I've got a set being sent to me in the next couple of weeks. So.
Oh wow! Oh, that'd be interesting to see how they go. Yeah.
Yeah. And they've got a long pole on them, so you can cut in trees as well. But it does come with 2 batteries. So.
But I'm thinking though, a secateur, like if you were going to do bigger branches, you'd use loppers. Or even a saw. But
loppers are designed though, isn't they? That's
up
take
to
them up to the
branches. Yeah.
Right. Okay. Oh, that's more than your secateurs then.
You know
isn't
what?
It, really?
You know what they could use? One of those mini chainsaws that we've all got.
You know, the amount of times I've thought, I wish I'd said yes to the mini chainsaw.
Garden of Emma, do not accept a mini chainsaw.
I haven't, Emma. I turned them down.
I can see Garden of Emma flying off through the polytunnel. Oh God!
Oh, they terrify me. My eldest boy is a tree surgeon, and he goes up the tallest trees, and his chainsaw is so long. I've never seen anything like it. And you can hear it. It's obviously not turning, but the motor's still running. And it's swinging from his hip as he's climbing up the tree, and it just frightens the life out of me.
Yeah.
They're nasty things.
I bought myself a little mini circular saw to kind of cut.
Yeah. That was with a bread knife, so I don't think I should have an electric saw.
It's really good. It's really good. But
yeah, I've got one like an extendable pole now. Go on, Emma.
I must say, I did kind of. So my neighbour next to me, she's disabled. She has raised beds, and she's got arthritis at 30, but she's got arthritis really bad.
Wow.
So she has raised beds, and I was using her raised bed to test out my mini saw. And of course, when I bought it, it was from Amazon, so it was just a little cheap little thing. And I didn't know how to put the blade in, the circular blade, so I was moving the guard. Then I thought I'd watch a bit of YouTube and find out how you did it. And then someone came running over from 2 plots over and was like, "What are you doing? You don't put a saw blade in like that." And I thought, "Oh, well, how do you do it?" And he showed me how to do it. But I must say, when I was actually sawing, everyone was looking, thinking she hasn't got goggles on. I thought, "What do I got goggles? I've got glasses." I haven't got goggles, but yeah, I must admit, I was getting a few funny looks, thinking, "Oh my gosh, she's gonna hurt herself. She's definitely gonna hurt herself."
Does anyone ever have one of those mini chainsaws where they give you the gloves? What are those gloves for? They're not going to stop you from chopping your hands off. Have you ever had one? They're just a pair of normal little wooden gloves. Where's Claire gone now? She's left. Oh, she's had her guts full of she. You got a guts full of
I'm trying. My phone. The iPad keeps telling me something's not right, and I'm trying to hotspot it to my phone, but it just won't let me.
I've got one that's a mini chainsaw, but I wanted one with the extendable arm, which they sent me is about. I got it by here somewhere actually. It's huge, but it's handy because you can chop the top of the hedges and stuff as well. That's what I've got ready for mine.
So what worries me is that people, if they're on their own on their plot using something like that, and there's no one around and they have an accident.
Well, they'll find out what happened to me when they come over to my plot, see a camera with a tripod, and the batteries run out. They've only got to charge the camera up and find out what happened.
No, I know what you need to do. I think you need to set up your camera and just leave it on live for 24 hours a day. And then if you go on and hurt yourself, you see, this method in the madness, isn't there? Someone would be able to get completely onto the emergency services and say, I've been watching Danny from New Zealand and he's had a bit of a tumble. And
New Zealand?
It's worth it. It's worth it.
I'm not from New Zealand.
No, they might be from New Zealand. It's hypothetical, Danny. Keep up.
So it's been a rough day. But yes, but... yeah, I think I've got a few of those mini chainsaws here somewhere as well. So if anyone wants a mini chainsaw, I might bring one of those to Melbourne as well. Yeah, they're handy little things, but how often are you going to use them, you know? I like to get out there with a nice little secateurs and a ladder and just... but yeah, we'll see. Muggle and Matt, good question. Oh, what's not a good companion plant for potatoes? Well, I think that we covered that when we said... I personally wouldn't be... plant anything with my potatoes because I just think they're normally in and out before you want to think about it. So maybe around the outside you probably can, but yeah, I don't know. I grow mine in buckets and one raised bed, so it doesn't really make a difference to me in that way. So I don't know. Yeah, sometimes though you just got to dedicate a bed to a crop, and if you want a good crop, you can't share it with anything, you know. Yeah. What seeds will you first sow directly in the ground? Ooh. Kerry, dog on the plot. What will you be sowing?
And carrots.
I was wondering about radish.
Carrots.
Radish. Oh, God.
And radish, yes.
I tried my first radish like about 2 weeks ago.
You never had a radish before?
No, I'm not vegan. I'd rather have a fish finger, Kerry. I'd rather have a fish finger sandwich. No, I actually tried one. I thought, do you know what? Let's try. And I ate it and thought,
yeah, but homegrown so much better. The ones you get in the supermarket just taste watery.
I actually just thought, what? Why is this so? No wonder it's a quick crop. I mean, do it.
Because you need it with other things. You need to have it with other things, don't you?
Well, I still enjoyed the texture of it.
Accent.
Kerry, do you think the texture of the oca is the same as crunched into a what are they called?
Radish, yeah.
Radish.
Yeah.
Oh, I might like them then.
So you liked the oca after?
I still haven't tried them. They're there, they're chitting away, and I keep thinking, oh, should I just try one? But I thought, we'll see. I might try one now on the next video.
Eat one now on camera.
Yeah, Danny, do it.
No.
Do it. Go on, eat one.
I'll be back. All right, I'll be back now. Carry on doing what you're doing.
Oh, or an oca. What about an oca? Has he got some? He has got some.
What are you going to get?
Oh, an oca, not a radish. Oh, yeah, I think a radish as well.
That's what he's going to get.
Okay.
What
do we think? I've not tried it, but I'm doing them this year.
His fear is that it's going to taste like a water chestnut.
But that's, it's not like trying a chili, is it? Where your head might explode. It sounds like it's just fairly, if anything, it's benign. It's not offensive.
How do you eat them then? Do you boil them or
I've not had them.
Roast them?
You could have them raw. So you could slice them into salads or grate them into coleslaw or things like that. But then, roasting them. But you lose a bit of the lemoniness when they're cooked. But the texture changes when they're cooked. So they're quite crunchy when they're raw, but then they're more like potato when they're cooked.
Okay, I'm back.
Go on.
It's been washed-ish. I don't know if anyone's seen an oca before, but they look like this.
I think they're beautiful things. They're so unusual.
Not really. I think they look like a little witchery grub off I'm a Celebby. Get me out there.
Maya says those are the nicest raw, the yellow ones.
What do you think? Marks out of 10.
Are you getting the lemony?
Do you know what? I am. I can taste the lemony bit, and it actually got the flavour, the texture of like an apple sort of.
Yeah, like.
Ali, don't buy any ocker. You can have some. Oh, if you're coming to Malvern, you can have some.
So,
I go, Lord.
I've already replied to say that I'll send her some. I've just
Right,
texted
I'm
her as
bored
well.
of this now. Hang on.
oh, come on now.
I put a
It's
nap
gotta
in
be-
as well.
It's got to be
Oh,
nicer
no.
than a Haribo. Oh, it's gone.
No.
Oh, it's had a terrible effect.
I would say, actually, I could eat that if it was grated into and things like that. I could eat that.
Good.
That's very
yeah.
gracious of you, Danny.
I would say that's better than a
Radish.
But I'll try some radishes now in the spring.
It's not
Yeah.
peppery,
I like
is
peppery
it?
though,
Radishes are peppery.
I definitely did taste there was like not
Citrusy.
not massively though, but you could tell that I can see why they said that.
Someone's put in the chat about roasting radish as well, which I suppose that might be nice.
Can anyone describe?
I've never tried them
I think
roasted.
those things are nice roasted, aren't they? If you
Susie's
roast
saying,
anything, it's
can
beautiful.
anyone
Maya agrees.
describe what Jerusalem artichoke did? Well, Kerry, what does Jerusalem artichoke taste?
They taste lovely. They're really nutty kind of taste to them. I've been cooking them like a gratin, so with vegan cream, and they're delicious.
Fantastic.
Do you know if you can put them in a container?
Yes, you can,
You
Annie.
did, didn't you, Danny? Yeah.
Because I don't have room to have one permanently in the bed.
Yeah.
I noticed at the garden centre I work at, they're selling them at the moment, and I was sort of sorely tempted.
Tony gave me some about 3 years ago now, and I only ever grew them in a 30-litre bucket, and yeah. Why is people saying oxalic acid? Is this what I'm getting from this now? Have you all tried killing me?
Well, they are an oxalis ochre.
You
Beautiful foliage.
That was Mayu trying to encourage me. She wants me dead, that woman. You know what? I've been watching as well. I mentioned earlier on. You know Clarkson's farm. You know, is this Sarah? Is his girlfriend's name called Sarah?
Nobody else knows, Danny.
She
Nobody else
reminds me of
knows.
Mayu. She reminds me of Mayu, her character and how she is. And, you know, like every now and again, a little swear word comes out to pretend that. And I thought, that's just how Mayu is.
Oh, Mayu.
It reminded me of her. Her character is hilarious. She's one of my favourites as well. But
There's a lot of artichoke talk in the chat. But
I'm not shocked by that.
I have a trick for that. If you soak them for a few hours before you cook them, yeah.
Don't lie, Kerry. That room stinks. That room stinks.
Oh.
Ali said, I'm sorry I'm late. We had a prowler in the back garden last night, so checking cameras and stuff. Ali, you don't need to put the swear words. She's even got emojis for swear words now. I mean, she can't just swear in real life. She has to put the emojis. That was... Thanks for swearing, Ali, in emoji form.
I'm going to have to look those up, Ali.
There you go. Mayu said, and she's Irish. There you go. Do you know what I mean? But she's pretty much similar to you, Mayu. She reminds me of you.
Kelly's asked in the chat about Jerusalem artichoke flowering. So she's had it and it's never flowered. Now, Claire's didn't flower, but it was about the variety. So Claire had a dwarf variety Jerusalem artichoke, and that does not flower. But mine are like the huge tall ones, and they flower.
Well, they're sunflowers, isn't they?
Yeah.
They do give a sunflower. They call them sunchoke as well.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you've told me that, Kerry, because Claire's passed some on to me.
Yes,
I was wondering about the flowers. I was wondering about the flowers, so I won't expect any flowers now.
Oh, Claire's still in the back. Claire, do you want to come back in, stick your thumb up, or you want to stay out there?
Oh, I don't mind.
Should we play Guess the Gardener? Let's just get out the way.
Can I just say, have you seen what Jason said? Unless you've talked about that while I wasn't here, that ochre has oxalic acid in it.
Yeah.
The same as rhubarb leaves.
So
how many did you eat?
No, but
so basically, Mayu has just poisoned me.
Yeah.
So from that, so just know if something happens to my channel, right, blame it on Spuds and Roses. I'll actually swear. Look, listen to this now. She writes, look, this is what I get in text form on my phone. Honestly, God, it's shocking. You think this woman's posh and she's not. Oh, Mark saying, what are those between our shed and greenhouse, Kerry?
They're cardoons.
Yeah, Mark.
Ooh.
Don't you watch the channel, Mark? We all knew they were cardoons. God.
Well, we're not sure because Graham, who had the plot before us, he said they were globe artichokes, but not very tasty ones, which made me think, well, they're probably cardoons then. So we've got to see when they come back up. But I don't know how you would tell, unless because you can eat the leaves of cardoons. You don't eat the flower. You eat.
How did you know they were cardoons? Because they were already dead. They were dead when they were by the time.
Yeah, they were dead, but only because he said they weren't tasty. So I thought, well, if they weren't proper globe artichokes, then they're probably cardoons. I grew cardoons on the old plot, but I didn't bring them over because I thought we've already got loads on the new plot.
So shall we go back to the question? What seeds will you sow first directly in the ground? Emma, what about you? Are you going to sow directly? Because I get from that now. I try, and except for parsnips and carrots, I love a modular tray. I like putting them all out equal, and I just think you can control them better in your greenhouse or in your polytunnel before you plant them out. But I will say this: I've had a lot of people commenting on my channel recently because of the picture I posted of the harvest in February with the Swedes, and they're all saying like, "Oh, we struggle so much with growing Swedes and things." I remember I speaking to you, Emma, about it before, where you said, "Oh, mine were quite long and stuff." It's because they're the only brassica that I know. Don't think because they're leggy, we'll plant them deeper. You can do that with cabbages and things, but with a Swede, you need to get them the right height, and then you need to transport. You can't be planting them early and think, "Oh, I'll do them a bit earlier." I don't do my Swede now for another couple of weeks. All the other brassicas I might, but I leave them because they need that amount of light in the greenhouse and polytunnel to keep them short, and you're not worried about the leaves and stuff. You want it to be a chunky root later on. So, but they do say to direct sow them as well.
Yeah, they were probably one of my first things after parsnips and carrots. I think Swede were the next thing that I direct sowed.
But you can direct sow them, and then you can either thin them out or use that bed as a nursery bed, and then later on pull them out and then plant them around. But yeah, don't rush for doing Swedes yet. But I did say I'd feature it because I always really successful with Swedes and brassicas. That they're just my thing that I've just mastered. Everything else, no. But yeah,
it might be a bit different now. But one of the reasons I didn't sow direct personally for me was because I didn't know what was weed and what wasn't. So when the seeds were coming up and I was getting little weed seedlings, I didn't know whether I was putting out a weed seedling or whether I was actually putting out one of my seedlings.
That's why I don't like direct sowing as well.
But if they're in a straight line, it's pretty conclusive, isn't it?
Now I probably would know. I did some turnips direct in the ground. I just literally, I dropped the packet and then I thought, I'll just them up. And they came up fine. Who they were. But I've used bean canes as well, like the bamboos, to say, right, I'm going to sow along this line, and then left the bamboo cane there.
Yeah.
No, it's that's where they are.
Tony's saying Swede don't like the root disturbance. I think that's why a lot of people do direct sow them, but I've never ever had any problem with them growing them in modules. Every year I grow mine in modules. I do I do the best of all, and Helena, Helenor. They're my favourite Swedes. So if anyone wants to buy some Swede seeds to try, I definitely would try Helena, like my favourite one. And I've done one bed of Swede, and I've still got 6 in it now. But I did harvest one last week for the roast, and I could tell they're almost on the cusp of being woody now. So you can't keep them in there forever. So yeah, but I think maybe I might do a bed and a half next year, because it's not just me. I've noticed a lot of my friends and family now are hooked on the fresh ones, because you remember when you was a kid, you'd have that mash Annie and it was bright orange, and I know it's for carrots. I know the people put carrots in as well.
Carrot and Swede mash is one of the best things.
It used to be so bright orange, didn't it? Even from
it's gorgeous though.
But my family tasted. They had one for Christmas, and they went, "Oh, it literally took them back to when my nan used to make it," and they all loved it. The fact that it just tasted amazing, and when you buy them from the shop as well, they're normally hard and they're hard to peel as well, aren't they? But when you harvest it straight out of the garden, and nobody gets it fresher than you. I mean, you just walk outside, don't you, and bring it straight in. I mean, Clay got about 60 steps more than you, but that's about it. Yeah. Clay, do you soak your Jerusalem artichokes in water with lemon or just plain water, and how long do you leave them to soak?
Oh, I think that was for me, was it?
I think that must be for Kerry.
No, I haven't put lemon, but I've not read that lemon helps.
Is this to stop the
them going brown? They do brown quickly if they're not in the water, but I don't chop them, put them in the water. They're still in the skins when I soak them.
So how long do you soak them?
Well, my last one were 3 days.
Oh,
That's
not the recommended. It's just that they happen to sit on my.
That's a Kerry and Jane Kelly thing, that is. Anna Linda. You know what? Linda to say, I'm going to soak that in a bucket of water to keep the roots wet. And then
3 weeks later.
There's still a pile of herbs out in the front of her shed that's been there since the summer. Yeah. I said, you're known for drowning plants. So, yeah, we do laugh about it every time I go over. But
yeah, just a few hours. I would
think
help.
Spring is like literally, we're so close now, and we're so close to it. Like, Annie, are you excited now, Annie? Are you? Because I'm guessing you're ready, and you're not like Slot. You are definitely ready.
Yeah.
I can imagine you've got all your labels.
You say that I'm off. I've got all of next week off, and what I'm hoping to do, if it doesn't rain, is try and get a lot of my fence repainted and my shed and the gate. I don't know if I'm going to jet wash the patio. I might leave that.
At that stage, Kerry, all I got to do is jet wash the patio. Imagine. Yeah. I mean, you are very organised, though, but I guess you have got a smaller space to contain, but still, you are
a lot of fence to paint.
Yeah,
an awful lot of fence to paint.
You are very organised, though. But these people who like Chris is one of them. Chris from the veggie plot. He's so organised that he writes out all his labels and he has them in a little pot. Now, I think this is really, really good idea. This is not his idea. I've just seen him do something similar. But what I thought I'd do this year is... Kerry, what are you doing? Kerry, we literally seen your back end then. We literally seen...
I apologise. I had to show you that I've done all my... Oh, where's the thing?
If I know now, they're zoomed in there.
All my tomato labels.
Well done, you.
I've not sown any tomatoes yet, but I have written all the labels.
But I bet you lose the label before you sow the tomatoes.
I've got one down the sofa.
Wouldn't this be a clever idea to do, though, is to have 6 pots for February, March, April, May, and you put all the plant labels written already into those pots, labelled, and then you've got to sow all those in that pot, and you've got the label written already. Can you imagine that, Jane?
Hey?
Could you imagine having?
No, I just switched off as soon as you said labels. I
just do a chart by month.
Look, you like Steve Diggle, you are, Annie. Let's have a look at this, Annie.
Yeah.
I wish I was that organised.
I remember doing that one year, but it never lasted.
I don't believe it ever happened, Jane.
No, but seriously, I do label everything when I sow it, but it's a case of you move it, don't you? You move it from one place to the other, and it's that moving that tends to lose the labels.
Kerry, how many tomatoes do you have?
How many does it look like? Each one of these is a different variety.
Wow.
53.
36.
Close.
Kerry, don't tell us the answer. You shouldn't have said. You should have asked on your video.
On my channel for a few days, so
you should have. Right, should we play Guess the Gardener before we forget? We're all getting too excited tonight.
Tony.
Is he being naughty again?
No, it's just we're all guessing Tony.
Oh, no.
All right. You know what? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right. I'm kind of glad in a way though that Guess the Gardener is finishing because I've run out of gardeners. Well, I haven't run out of gardeners, but I mean, there's not many left now of the Guess the Gardener, so is my voice okay?
Yeah. Oh.
It's a bit of a weird thing.
Can you hear me now?
Oh, before you do the Guess the Gardener, you've had $9.99 of Carl's Garden Veg. That's very kind, Carl.
Can you hear me?
There's a squeaky like.
There's like a little.
Yeah.
How bizarre. It's still
I
there.
think that's a little.
You know what? We're gonna play it again. Maybe that'll work. I worked! No, it didn't!
Still there.
Right, we're sorry, you haven't tuned into a Star Wars episode, but this is Guess the Gardener for this week. I don't know what's going on. So this week's Guess the Gardener, and Claire, you are not going to get this one.
I'm not even going to try.
You won't. You're not going to get it. It's an hard one.
Oh.
Look at that.
It's a girl.
Is it?
I think so.
Ribbon in the hair.
Yeah. Okay, I think that's early 70s.
I can't see it. I'm
early
taking
70s.
a screenshot.
So someone about the same age as me, I reckon.
Cutie.
It's the little.
Is it Nick?
I think it might be Ali.
Nick's a bit young, I think.
Danny, that sounds like your conscience coming through. It's like it's desperate to tell us something. I think we need a clue.
You think you need a clue?
Yeah. Audrey. Someone said Audrey.
Yeah.
Well done, Ali. That could be right.
People are saying, I just left a second, hoping that I could sort this out.
Everyone else gone?
No. Am I back?
Yeah.
Have I
But you're
gone?
back with your little friend.
Are you there, Claire? I left thinking that perhaps I could stop this noise thing.
Speak again.
It is back.
Yes.
It's still there, isn't it?
It's
Wait,
aliens.
Where's the picture gone for Guess the Gardener? Can you all see it?
Oh, no. Oh, Danny, it's your last one. Pull it together. Come on.
There. Right. I don't know what's going on with this noise.
I'm going to say Audrey.
You're
I'll
gonna
go with
say-
Ali.
So people are saying you're all wrong, you know. You're all wrong. I've not seen one person get it right yet.
No.
Oh, thank you so much, Carl. I'll talk. Oh, what's going on with this voice? This is annoying, isn't it? I think Guess the Gardener has ruined it. Let's put a bug in there.
Maybe once you get the photo off, it might go.
Maybe. But I just left as well while this picture was up and hoping I can come back, but it didn't work. So this week's Guess the Gardener.
Tony, that's not right.
What did he say now?
Well, he said it's your breeding croak.
What?
I don't know. I don't know that one.
Right, so this week's Guess the Gardener is... So this week's Guess the Gardener is... Bethan from Bethan's Kitchen and Garden.
Would never
no.
have guessed.
Oh,
Sorry,
I
Bethan,
know.
you're way younger than me.
I thought
was
we'd
us.
had Bethan.
I thought we'd had Bethan.
No, we hadn't.
Oh,
We
Danny,
have had Bethan.
We haven't.
Are we sure?
Danny,
we
that
have?
was someone else. That wasn't Bethan.
It was, because I've checked. We've never had Bethan because we've had Ali, Kerry, Digwell, Tony, Jane, Freddie, Linda, Dora, Garden of Emma, Claire, Annie, Mike Kelly, me, Thomas, Sarah, Ali from the Right Pear Plot, Gemma, Robin, Mark's Allotment, Christine, and then Bethan. I know.
Ah, well, there we go.
But Claire, I remember, she was on a few weeks ago, and I said she'll be on, blah, blah, blah. And you said, oh, well, now we'll know for next week, but I listened to the last one.
That must be
I
it,
do
yeah.
apologise if anyone's coming on and they can hear us all talking a bit weird. I don't know what, maybe they'll kicked out, but I don't know.
I couldn't hear anything, so I left and rejoined it.
It's just you.
Yeah.
Danny, it's just you.
No,
Or
I
is it
can
me
hear
as
all of it.
well?
No, it's just Danny, I'm sure. Oh,
Or is
He has
it
been out for lunch. He did go out for lunch. What did you have to eat?
artichokes?
It's
I
that
can hear you all doing it now.
It sounds like someone's doing, the armpit.
Let me see if I can.
we're finishing early.
Well, thanks for all coming. Let me see if I can take. I don't even know what to suggest.
Let's try now.
You know what? We're just going to carry on. We got half an hour of Kermit the Frog behind us. All right. What's going to go on? I mean, we can't all leave and come back. We can't do that. If anyone else finds it annoying, we're sorry. I mean, it's just. I mean, some would say it might be a whiny voice, Claire. Someone could say it's a whiny voice.
Yeah. It's unbearable, I'll give you that.
That's the word, Kerry. Jane, speak with that as well on top of your voice.
It's definitely you, Danny.
It's just how I really talk.
I think it is. I think
Have
it
we
is.
all muted? Have you all muted to see who it disappears with?
Go on.
hold
One by one.
Shall I start?
Can't mute. How do I mute? Oh, hold on, down there.
Is it better now?
No.
No. I'll mute.
That's the blooming ocker, that is.
Can anyone hear me? No.
You can now. You're not muted now.
I don't think we should worry about it now. It is what it is. It is
It's
annoying.
everyone.
Yeah, it's since that guest, the gardener, come on. You know that, don't you?
That always does something to your feed, doesn't it?
You know what?
It's
I'm
always-
gonna try something. And hold on, I'm just gonna try this little test.
I might.
Are we back? No.
It's still there.
You've made it worse.
Yeah.
I'm joking.
No.
Normally, this has a little bit of a funny thing.
It's even doing it when you're not talking. Are you
Hang on,
picking up a radio signal?
Does this sound better? Don't worry
Yeah.
about the thing. Is there no noise, funny noise now?
Yeah, it's gone.
Right.
Oh no.
Oh no.
No.
Came back on.
It's still back on.
Yeah, it's still
Yeah.
there.
We'll ignore it.
We'll have to ignore it.
People commenting are ignoring it and then telling us to just carry on.
I can hear it now.
Because you got your headphones on.
Can you hear it now? I can hear it.
No, I can't
Oh,
hear
yeah,
it at the moment.
I turned
Hey!
I turned my headphone and microphone off and then come back on. So
Oh,
that's fine.
There it is.
we are going to carry on. People are saying, come on, go. Right. It is what it is. Right.
It seems to me when I go on mute, it goes, and then when I come off mute, it doesn't go.
Emma, I'm going to kick
A
you
lot
out.
of-
Emma, I'm going to kick you out. Can you log back in? Thank God for that. I didn't bloody like her.
Oh.
It's gone.
it's gone.
Yeah, it has gone.
It has gone.
You know, I was glad of Emma.
Oh, don't say.
Oh.
The bloody
No,
virus.
but it wasn't working. It wasn't happening before Guess the Gardener, was it? So
No.
maybe
No.
that's.
But I know
It's
Emma hasn't got a
bloody-
microphone at the moment, so maybe I don't know what's happened. But anyway, hopefully Emma can come back in now and she'll be fine. If not, she's gone. She's gone. There you go. There's no feedback now. It's all sorted. So let's carry on now. We're talking about what we were talking about gardening. Like we're all ready for gardening now, though. But when you start off, like, are you already planning on things going in later on, or are you just thinking about hewing now? Like I'm not stressing about the next part of sowing yet because I'm already having people asking on my comments, "Oh, what are you going to be sowing after in March and April and May?" And I'm still sowing. I'm still worried about now. I'm still behind on my sowings for now. And I think, are you all the same? Are you all feeling like you're ahead, or do you feel like?
Well, I've planned my whole year this year. So
Wow.
like Annie, I've got my Excel spreadsheet. I've got every month, 4 weeks in each month and everything I'm going to sow in each of the weeks. It will all fall apart at some point. At the moment, I'm on track and it
Well
feels great. I feel so organized.
Hey, Emma.
It was you, Emma.
Was it me?
It blew it with you!
You know what that
It's not
was?
now, though. It's not now. You've sorted it.
Emma, I'm telling you, the first crackle, you're out, love.
Oh,
You're fired. No, it is what it is. We don't know what happened. I honestly think Guess the Gardener threw you out and then something happened. But we're glad now we're back. Do you know what? We'll give the viewers an extra 5-10 minutes after this because, you know, we're a generous group.
I want to ask Emma a question, if I may.
Go on.
Are you growing anything new this year that you can't normally grow because obviously you have the polytunnel now?
Yeah.
Oh, that polytunnel. Woohoo!
The same goes to Kerry afterwards, really, because obviously Kerry also has a polytunnel this year.
I think,
Yeah, but let's not put too much pressure on Kerry. Come on. Let's get in the spuds, shall we? And we'll aim higher then after that. I mean, don't put pressure on the poor girl. Do you know what I mean?
I
Come
want to
on,
try the parsnips. I saw Gem in the garden on her latest video. She direct sown the parsnips in the polytunnel, and I've
9,000 of them.
grown parsnips myself, because we've grown in soil, and I know they fork. So I've never grown parsnips. So that's something I'm going to try this year in the polytunnel because it's all compost. But I'm going to put them in a separate raised bed. So that's one thing. And I think aubergines as well. But I'm going to grow the white ones this year rather than the purple. Because I didn't really like the purple ones. So I want to see if the white one's got a bit more flavour.
Emma, I think the thing about aubergines, right, it's a little bit like us plonkers, like YouTubers, tell everyone to grow these things, like ochre, because they look nice and all like that. But unless you really like it, you're not going to like it. It's one of the aubergines is one of those things. Do you know what I mean?
I think aubergines are brilliant.
Aubergines, yeah. Love aubergines.
Kerry, you like every vegetable. This is the thing.
That's why I am growing everything.
That's why you're trying to grow everything. Stop putting pressure on yourself, Kerry. Don't set them up. Don't set them up for all this stuff that you're going to grow and then it don't happen. Just say, let's see what happens.
You sow it and then you never mention it again.
Yeah, you sow it and then you come to Malv and then you go, Claire, give me all these vegetables. I've actually bought a pile of trays this year, the flimsy plastic ones, because I thought I struggle when you have this is one downfall of having the container wise, is that when you grow them all nicely in those things, how do you give them to someone? Because you can't give them your container wise tray.
You pot them on. You pot them on.
I'm not potting on veg for people to have because they couldn't grow it themselves.
That's what you do.
Jane, that's what people do. No, I ain't doing that. I'm happy to. So normally I say to them, come and get them. But I have found some that will fit the container wise. That's where I was going with it. That you can just slot them in, 6 in there, and go off your way. Go kill them on your own plants. Emma, I am really excited for your polytunnel because doesn't it feel different when you got it though, Emma? Doesn't it feel like, isn't it like a den? It's only a way I can explain it. When you got that, it doesn't matter what's going on because I viewed you like, I haven't gone to the plot, blah, 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 because it's been awful. Don't it feel different? Don't it feel different knowing that it doesn't matter what's outside? You can go in there, pop the radio on or whatever. And actually, Emma, I'm going to send you a link for this radio that I bought. It is absolutely phenomenal. You just basically charge it up once a month, USB, overnight. I have been playing that radio every single time I go over the plot now. It doesn't need to be charged. And it's perfect. You can just turn the radio on, listen to some music, and it's
like a little boombox.
Oh, look at this. That's pretty like that. Yeah, a bit like that, Emma. Is that battery operated?
Yeah. You just charge it up.
There you go. You got one already.
Got one already.
There's me trying to show off. Look.
But he's like a den. I used to sit in the greenhouse.
Not the same feel though, is it?
It's not a lot of room.
Not like Annie's greenhouse though, I will say. Annie's greenhouse is like a she shed. Well, yeah.
Everyone needs a she shed.
It is a different feel though, isn't it, Claire? Like even having a tunnel, it is different, isn't it? It is.
Oh gosh, yeah.
It's
yeah.
I think things grow much better in a polytunnel than a greenhouse.
Annie, you talked about it before.
They like the humidity, I think, don't they?
Yeah.
Annie, you talked about an allotment before when you walked past that one recently, and there was quite a few there. I mean, that one plot that wasn't being used, God, there was a beautiful raised beds there with all loads of...
I know, I'm surprised nobody's nicked them.
Annie, get over that fence, love, honest to God. Get Ali and Trish over there with you. Set the step ladders. Honestly, I reckon Ali could get them into a van. Easy, I've already thought this out. And I mean, you know what I mean? Go arse on. No, why didn't you? Have you ever thought, Annie, that... I know that you got your kitchen garden, it's beautiful, but have you ever thought, I could just have a half plot just for things like pumpkins, potatoes, and runner beans that don't really need you to be...
Every time I walk past it with
Annie,
Paddy,
come on, do it.
I think, do I want it? Do I not?
I think you do, really, Annie. I want it. I'd
for never be at home. If I had one, I'd never be at home. Yeah. So,
but I was thinking maybe have like a quarter plot or half plot, and you could just grow all those things on that. You don't really need to go there that much. You could prepare it all in spring, and then you could just put pumpkins, potatoes in, and all those things. You know, and like onions, I think just. You know, what's the word? Like, it doesn't have to be... You can still have your kitchen garden for all the things like your salads and like that, but it could just be an extension of that for things that you don't need to look after that well.
The problem with that, though, Danny, is it would just be wishful thinking because I just haven't got the strength or the energy to do it anymore. I've got too many aches and pains. I've got a lot of arthritis, and that's why being at home, that's why I've got my raised beds now, which makes it easier for me, and I can do little and often. As soon as I start to ache, I either go and sit in the summer house or I come indoors and I can have a break. Whereas if I'm at the allotment, I have to pack everything up and come home, and it's just not practical for me.
Well, hopefully, Annie, now I've shown that picture of you with the two pots around your new-news. Hopefully we'll get you a nice strapping, you know.
That was 10 years ago.
strapping young, 40-year-old man. And he could take the plot on for you as well. Do you know what I mean? That'd be handy. So if anyone's out there, Annie's a great cook. Got a tree surgeon son that he could help you with. Do you know what I mean? Send her an email. Let's get Annie a nice date now as well. That'd be lovely. We should do that. We should do that. Instead of guess a garden next year, we say, who wants to take this YouTuber on a date? You know?
Oh!
I mean,
I think I've been on my own far too long now.
Steve Digwell, let me tell you, that'd be a tough life. That'd be a tough life for him.
Oh.
I would not sell that man to anyone.
Can I go back to a question that was about an hour ago now?
About gardening?
It was about, someone said that I can't remember, but someone said that they've got an allotment on its own. And whereas a lot of people can get compost dropped off if it's an allotment site or bark dropped off at an allotment site, they don't feel like they can get it dropped off just for them. You can sign up for things and they will come.
You've had that, haven't you, Jane?
Yeah. And you can just sign up and there's like a list of tree surgeons. You give them your address. As long as you make sure that you can move it, to get it to your allotment. And I can't think who you'd get in touch with, but you can get free wood chip and free compost.
Do you know what? I've just seen a comment saying Danny and Diggle. Do you know what a date that'd be? Oh. Can you imagine? There'd be ribs. Honestly, we'd eat like kings. Let me tell you, he'd be going home on his own. Let me tell you.
I think it should be you, Danny, and Steve, and Tony could be Cilla Black in the middle. Trying to sort of get you together. The three of you there.
Let me tell you now, Tony O'Neill, he'd have eye ache from all the eye rolls. He'd be eye rolling more to us than he does with you in UK.
I think that'd be a good one.
Yeah. But I think that...
Chris. Okay, yeah, sorry, it was Chris Garden and Allotment Journey. Yeah. Does that answer your question, Chris? So you can still get stuff, even if it's your own garden, if you register.
I had a huge truckload of compost delivered onto my driveway. Took a lot to move it, but yeah.
But they're just glad to get rid of it, to have somewhere to dump it, aren't they? So you give them somewhere to get rid of it.
You know what? Ali's come up with a really good idea. She said, once a month, at the end of the month, a chat update, please. I think that might be feasible. One alive at the end of every month.
You want to do that, Danny. You're not going to
I wanted...
You're not going to last till October, not knowing what everyone's chatting about. You're going to be, come on, mister.
We'll
You'll
see
do
what
it.
happens. There won't be one next week. I need to have some time. You know, but
no, you don't really. Honestly, you'll be fine.
Emma, are you vegan?
Yeah.
Ooh.
I've known you how many years and you've never told me? Kerry Dog on the Plot told us on her first ever video 5 times.
I did not.
No, she didn't. Do you know why she didn't? No, she didn't. Do you know why she didn't? Because she didn't want people not to subscribe to her. She told me.
No, I didn't.
Are you really vegan, Emma?
Yeah, do you remember when I had all that stomach problem and I found out I had lactose intolerance?
Yeah.
So I just cut out dairy completely. And then when I cut out dairy, I didn't really eat a lot of meat. Anyway, I tend to eat like vegetable salads, vegetable curries and that sort of thing. So I just kind of felt...
Hang on a minute. Let me separate you two because I don't feel like you two should be next to each other. Let's put the cow farmer in the middle of the vegans. This is brilliant. Right. Beat her up in the middle.
I've got some tin foil here. I'm going to put a hat on.
Oh, so Emma, so you don't miss meat at all?
No, I didn't eat a lot of it because
Carrie there, she's like, yeah, one more of us. One more.
The only thing though that I really, really do miss, and you can't
chicken nuggets.
Make it. It's bacon.
And
you just can't. Yeah, that's the only thing I miss.
Emma, just have a.
I've never been vegan, but I was veggie for 3 years, and I always say it was 3 lonely, baconless years. But then I don't actually eat it very often
Emma, just do what most vegans do. Eat the bacon and just don't tell everyone. I'm joking, Kerry. I'm joking. I do know some vegans who do sneak off the vegan track every now and again for bacon butty.
You can make a lovely bacon.
Or a leather steering wheel.
You can make a lovely eggplant.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Emma, I've heard, maybe Kerry can vouch for this, I've heard that if you peel a banana peel and scrape it and then fry that, apparently it gives you a bacony taste.
Well, I think you have to put the flavouring on.
What do you have to do?
You marinate in like smoked paprika
and bacon.
And
come on, Emma.
Right in some bacon fat.
Yep.
Is he gone?
You're gone.
Yeah.
I thought it was me, so I just stayed quiet.
You can buy something called Facon, but it's not the same.
Yeah.
Does it repeat on you like bacon rashers?
Can we get back? Right, hang on. Can we get back to gardening? Because I've just lost 6 viewers for that. I'm joking. I haven't.
I don't. Says you can make it from banana skins.
Yeah. Deb's Deb, I'm with you. You cannot. I don't want to do the vegan thing because I respect everyone for veganism except for Kerry. But eat what you want. It's up to you. But good for you, Kerry. But Kerry did tell me as soon as I met her, she went up to me and said, I'm a vegan. I was like, yeah, me now. Right, let's talk about this now because this is on my little sheet and we've talked about nothing on the sheet that I wanted to tonight, but I knew this was going to happen. We talk about this quite often through the lives and all, but this is one of the last ones now before it gets to it. Like, who's going to Malvern? Who isn't going to Malvern? And I feel like we all are, aren't we? Jane, Kelly, get that hand up right now.
Jane,
I'm yet to be convinced. I am yet to be convinced. Mike said he might go.
Really?
Oh, we don't want him.
You've got.
Actually, we might.
But just think of all. I want to see you and Kerry at the end of the Sunday fighting for the £1 plants.
And Tony O'Neill telling you off for doing it.
I tell you what happens is Kerry we both go off on a tangent. And then Kerry goes off one direction, and I'm going like this. And the next
Kerry
time
went off
I see
in one direction.
Yeah.
Next Kerry, there's a name for people like you.
He's got a trolley full of plants, and I'm running after her saying, "Where were they? Where were they?" And Kerry's going there. She's on the ball. That girl.
Kerry's ready to way go in.
You made that sound better than it was because actually I yelled across the court.
Jane, over there!
Jane, I found food. It's calendula, but don't worry, I'll eat it tomorrow. I know. Yeah, Tony's just said now as well, but Gardener Scott's coming this year as well, and he said personally to me, "I really do hope my gardening idol is coming." And I said, "Who?" And he said, "Jane Kelly."
I don't think so. I don't
That's what he
think
said
so.
to me.
I might do. I'm not, like I say.
Jane, you're going to come. You just want us all to beg you and go, please, Jane.
I absolutely don't. No, absolutely. I never.
You know what, Jane?
Who brings it up? Well, that's just it. But I have been for the last.
I'm fed up with that woman now. Who else is coming? Oh, is she back? Yeah. Oh, are you, Jane? Is anyone in the chat coming to Malvern this year? We're going to be coming on the Sunday.
John and Julie.
Is John and Julie coming?
Yeah.
Lovely. Anyone else coming? I know Ali and Trish, they're coming.
Yeah, they're saying a Sunday. Yes, Sunday.
Sophie, you should definitely come. And I know who else is coming. Mark's allotment's coming. I know. He's joining us. Annie, you're coming in now.
Yeah, I still need to go through that application with you.
We'll sort it out, Annie. And
last
if not,
year they turned me down.
Annie, that was...
Yeah, I had to buy a ticket like just a member of the public.
I think there is a certain amount, though.
I think I'd left it too late, though. I think that's why.
Look at Kerry. She did it straight after Christmas.
I didn't. I only did it this week.
Well,
I'm off all next week, so maybe I ought to just apply next week.
I got some time off next week, Annie. We'll have a video call and we'll go through it all.
Okay. Can I just say, and this will annoy Danny, so that's why I'm saying it. Gardener's World! God.
Yeah, so Malvern.
I like NEC going there every year.
Yes, we'll be there, Annie.
What day?
RF, we're going to Malvern on the Sunday.
Yeah,
but the Gardener's World, it's the NEC, it's the station. You can.
Yeah.
Do you know what day it is?
Close. I will say it for you.
It's true. It's true, isn't it? It's so central, and everyone can get there instead of out in the blooming wilds of Woolly, which is very beautiful.
Is it the beginning of June again?
Yeah,
I think it's.
Well, do you know what, Jane? I'm going to come to both. Oh, Annie's off.
Oh, no, you're not. You always say you're going to come, and you never do. You're not going to come.
Jane, after this, no, I tell you what, Jane, if you come to Malvern, I'll come to Gardener's World.
Well, if you don't come to Gardener's World, if you go to Gardener's World, I won't go to Gardener's World.
Even better.
No, actually, Danny, I think you'd really enjoy it. I mean, joking aside, I think you'd love it. And there's the good food side as well. It's the good food side.
Yeah, all the good food and things.
You know, yeah.
I go.
Well, maybe I'll go to both.
Every other year.
Yeah,
I don't go every year because it just repeats itself.
Yeah.
That's how I feel about Malvern.
That's what I feel about artichokes.
But I'm going to have to check the dates because I work in a garden centre. This is just crazy. I'm not used to this at all. But we were given a sheet and we're told when we can take our holiday.
Wow.
All right. Okay.
So I can take my holiday between June the 9th and the 31st of July.
Oh, well, I think that's fine.
So, I think that's fine. Yeah.
So you're all right for Gardener's World
Live? It is.
15th, Annie.
Oh, I've got
15th of June.
God, somewhere.
Well, hopefully we'll all be coming. Jane, you are coming to Malvern, so
I've got lost there.
Why? Where's Annie gone? Oh, she's back.
Oh, 12th to the 15th of June. Oh, well, I should probably be able to do that then.
There you go, Annie. Well, I might come, Annie. Let's go, Anne.
So are we all talking about the Sunday again?
I'm still going to Malvern.
Yeah.
Because I like it there. But I'll come to Gardener's World as well, since you're all begging me to come.
If you come to Gardener's World, Danny, I'll go to Malvern.
Ooh. Jane, I want you to shake on it, Jane.
Challenge on.
Jane, shake on it.
Hold on. Oh, no! Oh, no! Oh, hold on.
Jane, this looks dodgy. Anyway, I can't do that. Right. We played Guess the Gardener. We've not talked about gardening. This is the end of the lives. We're not finished yet. We'll give him another couple of 5 minutes. Claire, I feel like you've been quiet for too long. Say something, Claire.
Oh, Claire.
Well, Claire, what's your plans? Tell them about what's planning now. Any shed videos coming up? Go. There you go, Claire.
There's been a lot going on in the shed.
Yeah.
So yeah, there'll be a shed video Sunday with lots of behind the scenes on the farm, which usually means Duncan working and me just filming.
Telehandlers.
So yeah, there's no telehandler yet. I might have to
What do you
correct
mean,
that
such
one.
tiny
But,
hands? You
I
must be having a
thought, seeing as
laugh. I got shoveled them like the worst nurse hands ever. Anyway, carry on, Claire. I will not have people say I got dainty hands.
I thought, seeing as men seem to like the shed restoration video, that they might like the farm a bit as well.
We'll see.
Yeah, but it'll be almost finished after this video.
This will be like every other week, right? This is what happens. Claire posts the video.
Yeah.
She'll text me saying this video is not doing very well, and I'll say yes, it will do well. Claire, give it an hour. She'll
Carrie
go,
gets that
I'm
too.
not. No, it's not. It's a flop. And then all of a sudden, she'll be like, "Ooh, it's going well. It's going well," and we're all like, "Good for you, Claire. Well done, Claire."
I know.
Yes. Well,
it's doing well, isn't it?
Well, hopefully, it will be finished soon, and then we can see the final product, and I will be like, this is exactly how I wanted it to be like, because I'm looking forward to seeing the end product as well. It is beautiful.
Danny, I can do it.
There's lots of things
going on. What are you doing now? You're tickling Kerry? Kerry, don't... I knew I shouldn't have. This is why I asked Danny to come on. This is why I asked Danny and Claire to come on, honestly, because I wanted a bit of sense. Emma, you in between them, to be honest. Like a rose between two thorns. Yeah, so is anyone else coming to Malvern? So we're all deciding now we're all coming. Tony's
they're all
coming,
coming to Gardener's World. They're all
and Gardener's World. Claire, you come to Gardener's World?
Tony, are you coming to Gardener's World?
Yeah, I liked it last year. I mean, the only thing that was upsetting last year was they've got some train works on, hadn't they? So we wanted to go on the train and go straight into the NEC, but we did have to drive, which, I mean, it's not that far, but it's all part of the fun going on the train.
So is it like Malvern is a couple of days?
Or bring me loads of stuff.
Yeah, I think I'll have to drive again.
I would warn people, if you've not been to the NEC, the parking, I think last time I went, it was 16 quid.
You have to...
It's really expensive.
Yeah, no, book in advance. It's much cheaper if you book in advance. Yeah. But there is loads...
What, Kerry? Was it book? Like, have you heard when she says book it? No.
Listen.
Every time she said it on her last video as well, she was like, we've got a bucket. I think, bucket.
I don't know what you're talking about.
She says bucket for bucket.
Danny, you can't talk with your
accent. What do I say? What?
Heard. Say heard. I heard something.
No, it's not heard. It's here.
I heard.
No, I say yurt. Like yurt.
Yurt. Like a yurt. So come on now, leave that Kerry alone.
Well, Border Plotters just asked, could you do a live from the shows? Well, I did speak to Jane about this, and we thought we would do live from Malvern, and we thought when we're having our lunch, for 10 minutes of it, we'll go live, just for 10 minutes or so, and everyone can come on and say hi and stuff like that. And I mean, Garden of Emma, wait till you try those vegan meals that they got there. They have got vegan stalls, Emma, so you'll be all right. And they got some for celiacs as well. I mean... Yeah, Tony's always kitted out with it. Me and Steve Diggle, we're on it all. We are. God, we're going up for seconds. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. But is Gardener's World, is this a couple of days as well? Like a Friday, Saturday, Sunday sort of thing?
Yeah. I think it's Thursday, Friday, Saturday and Sunday. Yeah.
What days will you be going? Because I'm always busy on a Friday. What?
Sunday.
So the 15th of June.
That's Father's Day.
Yeah.
Well, exactly. That's what I tell Mike every year. What a present for him. He'd love it.
I know. That's what I said to Duncan.
Yeah. It is nice. It's worth going. You know, it is good. It's all right. And it's got chickens, like little chickens last year. They were very sweet.
Something to look forward to. Is anyone... I tell you what, do you know what? We're going to do something new now before we finish.
Oh, dear.
I always know. It's nothing bad. I always talk about... Put it on the end of your videos, onto the end of the lives, YouTube and blah, 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 capitals. This is your chance. Now, be careful who you choose. But this is your chance to highlight a channel who's quite new, like you've recently found or whatever, and you feel that... Claire, go first.
I'm going. Otterwood Cottage.
So I'll type this now.
Absolutely amazing.
I'll type this now in the chat so everyone can see it later on. Otterwood Cottage. Is this right, Claire? I hope so. Otterwood Cottage.
Yeah, Otterwood
What
Cottage.
about you, Kerry?
Emma,
name
her
a
name
channel
is.
that you can recommend at the moment.
Mine would be 18 and Cloudy.
18. Is it and AND?
I'm not sure.
She spells 18 though, doesn't
18
she?
is
It's
spelled
not
out.
the
I'm
number.
not sure about the and.
Well, they'll have to work that part out. That's her own fault. It can't be that memorable.
I'll pop it in a minute.
All right, I've done it for you, I think. Jane, what about you? I know you don't watch anyone's channels, but you can recommend mine if you want, because...
No, no. Not...
You want to recommend ADs, don't you? Come on.
No,
you don't?
I just think that's just it. No, I wouldn't want to upset anyone by recommending one over another.
That's because you don't watch channels, do you?
No, but a channel that I've told you about this one, Danny, but it's not a new channel, but a channel that Mike and I have been obsessing over for the last few months, and they've been going.
What's it called? Lord.
Well, it's called Two Germans in Britain, and it's I'll write it.
Oh, that sounds blooming dodgy as it is. That's how it started before.
And Jörg.
What about you, Garden of Emma? Have you found a channel recently and you thought, do you know what? I like this channel.
They're brilliant.
The one I recently came across was actually the Moorside gardener.
Jen comes to Melbourne, so you'll meet her.
Yeah, I haven't seen her before, so I've only just discovered her.
Do you know what I always find funny about Jen, though? She comes to Malvern, she acts more like a viewer than a viewer does. So she comes to say to us, and she's got her own channel, and she's like, "Oh my god, I mean Kerry from Dog of the Plot." You're like, Jen, like.
She's very generous as well. I also had a bag of onion sets, and brilliant. Thank you, Jenny.
There you go. What about you, Annie? Any channels that you found or that you like?
There's one. I'll be honest with you. I'm really bad. I haven't been on YouTube for quite a while.
That's all right.
But
we listen and we don't judge.
God, myself happy.
Oh, Jane. Is she called Jane? Jane.
Jade, isn't it?
Claire,
Jane.
Claire, you know everything.
Jane. No, it's Jane.
Jane. Yeah, I've watched it. She hasn't put anything out for a bit, though, has she?
Well, if you like her, Annie, that's the thing.
Yeah, she's nice.
I'm going to say... there's a couple. I'm going to say a couple because I feel like they really do.
Yeah.
I think the Twee Garden, because you like her as well, didn't you, Claire? The Twee Garden. Yeah. Claire, can you write these in the chat thing while I say them out? So we've got the Twee Garden. I hope I'm not trying to offend anyone else. I'm just the little green shed allotment, which is Christina's been on.
Lovely.
I think she's lovely. We should give Mags a shout out. My Country Garden.
Oh yeah,
used to be called My Dinosaurs and
My Garden and the Dinosaurs that live
there. And let's say Linda's as well. Like if whoever hasn't seen Linda's channel, let's be honest, nobody can watch Linda's channel and not smile through it. Is that right, Kerry? Like it's. She said that. Like I'm not just saying that because Linda.
What's Mag's channel called now?
But Linda's
Garden,
isn't it?
My Country Garden.
My Country Garden. That's it. My Country Garden.
Also, let's talk about the veg plot man. There's loads. We could sit here all day, couldn't we? Really, my veg plot man. I love Mal's channel. I look forward to his videos more than Kerry's. And I know.
I'm in your top 3, Danny.
Only because Mal's, I think, this is a 20-minute video. I'll enjoy this with my tea. Kerry's, I'm like, Christ, I've just had my dinner and my tea watching this.
My last 2 videos, both 20 minutes.
I was impressed, Kerry.
I was impressed.
I'm not saying it's right or wrong, though, Kerry. I mean, they work for you, so why not carry? You do you. You do you. I mean, you know.
Right.
Also, no, let's talk about another channel as well, which I definitely want to... I need to try and think of this channel now because he's just recently chilled. So Carl's channel, thank you so much, Carl. I noticed earlier on that you donated $9.99 to the channel, so thank you so much because he's such a good supporter. Carl's channel used to be Carl's it was a long channel. Let me have a look. It used to be Carl from Plot to Plate, but now Carl's called I want to give Carl a bit of shout out because fair play to him. He's rebranded his channel and he's doing so he's called Carl's Garden Veg. So let's have a look. This is his channel. So go give him a subscribe. And he's just now recently just started barking all his paths, and he's got lovely ideas and lovely things, and he's really having a go with. Like, he posted, if you're an avid fan of watching video after video, he's a bit like Mal. I mean, they throw their videos out. Honestly, I wish I had their time. Honestly, I wish I did. But yeah, so go have a look as well, and also go and have a look at Garden of Emma as well. I mean, she's all right, I suppose. Go give her a sub. I mean, Emma, I love your channel because I like how confused you get about things, and you're comical because you generally are confused about it. And I don't think you realise how funny you are. Like, you are very comical. So I'm not just trying to embarrass you now, but I do love you, Emma. So
I think that's a compliment, Emma.
That's a compliment, Emma.
Yes,
it is from me. Yeah, I mean, Kerry gets stuff, love.
I didn't get confused. Crazy. And you know what? I still didn't know I was looking at the wrong spirit level bubble.
Kerry, Emma, now we're talking about not looking at the right things. You've gone back to doing that thing where you start looking at the screen again on your phone and not on the lens.
Oh,
you started doing that.
Oh, that's so hard.
I know.
People do
so
that.
difficult.
I know. I personally start thinking 99% of the YouTubers got conjunctivitis. That's what I think. Max, we've just been. Max, thanks for tuning up after we've just been going on about your channel for the last 20 minutes for people to subscribe. You know what's happening now? She's had a comment saying, I've come over from the live. They've just said, and she thought, I better get on there now. She's in the middle of ironing her knickers, I expect. And also,
Lauren.
I know. Also, should we talk about? Have anyone seen Jenny from the Plot? You've seen her, haven't you, Claire? Like, you was the one who told me, like, she's bonkers, like absolutely bonkers. But she's such a character, absolute character. So yeah. But if anyone else has got a channel and you recommend, pop in the chat now because it's always nice to find. I found the channel recently, and this guy's been going for a good 6 months. Fantastic. I wish I could remember his name now, but yeah.
Ben the Grower has started.
What's it?
No, I think this is different. This is Ben the Grower. So he stopped for a year and he started again.
Does anybody know how Amir is?
Yeah, I do.
Is he okay?
So Amir's fine. So I'm glad that you brought this up because this was on the bloody list for tonight. So Amir, he hasn't given up his channel, but he's taken a long break because he's moving. I just found this and I don't know what it is. Anyway, so Amir, they're relocating, and with his job, so he has given up his allotment plot, which is a shame. But he is now in the process of. I think he said that he was going to be looking for a new plot, and he's going to continue, but it's just taking a bit of time. But he is fine, Annie, and yeah, he's doing well.
Yeah, I'm very fond of Amir.
Yeah,
me too. Yeah. But Becky just said, I'll come and see your plot. I just want to get over this flu. Yeah, don't come with me near your flu. I'm a bit of a germaphobe, which is weird considering the job I work in. But yeah, I don't like germs. Also, yeah, Saren's garden. She doesn't post as many as she used to, but she's from Cardiff. So yeah, why would I not mention a Welshie? But yeah, Amir's. Everyone loved Amir though, didn't they? Do you know what I mean? He was a gentleman and. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's one that you like as well, Claire, don't you? Anne of all trades.
Anne of all trades, I think it's absolutely brilliant.
Not my favourite, Annie. I'm just going to say that. It's not my favourite.
We could all learn a thing about how she engages with the camera. I really like her.
Even Kerry.
I can't be like her, but I really like her.
Allotment of the Dead. Rewind 20 minutes. Allotment of the Dead. Rewind 3 minutes ago. We just told you where Amir is. You just said, where's Amir gone? We have some plots in Warwick. Oh, yeah, sorry, I get what you're saying now. So plot number 9. That's another one. Okay. Right. Yeah, I feel like I know everyone's going on. I'm like the washwoman I am. I know all the dirt. Right. So plot number 9, right? Plot number 9's fine. I spoke to Nanu a couple of days ago. She's going to be putting a video out soon. She had some health problems, but she's doing amazing. She's doing fine. She just needed to take some time off the rest. So, yeah, she'll be back. She was hoping to be back on on our Christmas Live and special, but it wasn't quite the right time. But spoke to her recently. she's coming back. Nanu is. She's doing amazing. So yeah, so she'll be back as well. But yeah.
What about Bill and Val? I get an email from them occasionally.
Are they not doing videos anymore?
They haven't done for a long time.
Right, so Bill's in prison. I don't know. I don't actually know.
Bill had been quite poorly.
Oh. Well, get well soon, Bill and Val. Hopefully they'll be back soon as well. But you do notice, don't you? Do you know what I mean? You do notice, like, if I miss a week or two, you will get some emails. And it is nice, though, when they say it. They'll say, like, oh, what was that noise then? I thought that was my sound. I thought that was my sound.
I think it's Rocky.
You actually notice. But I might. But yeah, you do notice if people do go missing or not. Do you know what I mean?
You do, yeah.
I would just personally think if Kerry missed a couple of it, I think, oh no, she's not drowned in that hot tub, have she? I hope not. I wish not another spa day. Oh, Claire's been run over by the telehandler.
What was the name of that spade?
Is she gone downstairs? Claire's look, have anyone else noticed that Jane's room's looking very pastel now? That used to be a dark red wall, didn't it?
Yeah.
Has she painted? I don't think she would have. Or is it just
No,
fake?
I just think it's the lighting.
Oh, is it? Right, yeah, so we've given out little plugs of videos, but I think maybe if the lives come back, we'll do the same sort of thing. We'll do a plug at the end. Yeah, maybe we'll do plug at the plot. There you go. I mean, who would have a silly name like that?
You've always got to have a dog now, haven't you?
Yeah, dogs are the thing.
He's saying hello.
I tried that thing with the dog, and Charlie kept weeing on everyone's allotment pot, so it didn't really work. Jane, come back and tell us the spade, because everyone's dying to know this.
He stood there.
So he didn't know.
He went, oh. He just remembers it wasn't just called an automatic spade, but it was spring-loaded.
So you said Michael definitely knows. So you've gone all the way down there, and you come back, you don't know anything.
He's been the pub. Poor lad, he's standing there with a glass of wine in each hand. Not for him, going, oh, I'm saying to him, come on, it's on the live. And he's going, oh. So it'll probably come to him at about 4 o'clock in the morning. I'll update you at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Please don't. I don't care. But Nana's fine. Yeah, she's doing really well. I do keep an eye on people. Like, I do like to. I'm not nosy. I'm really not nosy. I just do notice these things, and plus I always get asked, "How is this person?" But Nana's doing fine. She rang me, and I was like, "Stop calling me. This is again harassment." But yeah, she's doing really well. Everyone's doing okay. I was Claire from the farmyard garden. She's doing all right, isn't she?
I think so.
Are you doing all right? Are you all ready now? Are you all ready for spring? Before we wrap it up.
No.
Claire,
so many projects I wanted to get done.
Same. But I am on track, though. I said by the end of February, I will have my beds down outside the polytunnel, and I tell you what, I am on track. You should see. Honestly, I'm not near that area yet, but
you know what, though. You know what?
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. It'll all get done.
Yours is looking all right, though, Jane. I gotta be honest. Those aerial. Oh, hang on, they were from before. Were they from before? They were
last year. I think the thing is with us is.
All right, so Dawn Chorus plot, right? So go on, Jane. So from the Dawn Chorus plot. So I love this channel. I love the. Did anyone else watch the Dawn Chorus plot?
Yes. What happened to him? Is it Alan?
I do. Yeah. So I know he did end. I do know there's nothing really dodgy about it, but probably he just decided that it wouldn't frame his channel, and he wasn't very well, but he's okay, I think. But I did ask because I know Steve Digwell talks to him a lot as well, and he just decided it wasn't. I don't think it was for him. I think I'll just leave it like that. But yeah, he's doing okay though. Apparently, oh God, Claire, thank God, Claire's gone. Claire, you've gone.
I don't know what I did then. I was trying to type in the chat.
Yeah. Anyone else know? Anyone want to know how they all are? No. Where's Emma? Emma's you. Emma, if you're you.
No. Emma's just said that Sophie has put the name of the spade in the chat. And I'm
looking for it.
Oh, you ain't still going on about that, Jane? Let it go. You don't dig your plot. You no dig. Stop worrying.
That's what I was just typing to Danny. The back saver terrace spade.
You know she's going to say that, ain't it?
It isn't.
Later on, she'll come back and go, it's the dig 6 max 5,000.
It might be just
Jane,
a long time ago.
I don't care about the spade anymore. I'm no dig. I don't care. I've got basking in about it. Jane, if you do know, Jane, pop it in the comments afterwards, and I'll put it in the description for all the no people that wanted to know.
But going back to new channels, it still makes me chuckle when I come across what I think is an obscure small channel. And there's Ali. She's
she's always there first.
She's on every channel.
Oh, I know.
And Danny. And Danny, it's usually not far behind. Come on, Danny.
Welcome him in. I think it's like
the time.
Yeah, but do you know why I do it as well? Because I had a thing. I remember when I first started, and I used to have about when I first started, I had about 1,000. No, I did not. When I first started, I had about 60 subscribers, whatever. And I remembered. You remember those people who commented first, and I remember people like Hugh Richards who, when they comment, that sticks in your mind. You think, oh, someone that I watched my channel, and it don't matter if they only watched that one video and a thing. Do you know what I mean? I just think sometimes, not that I think I'm like Hugh Richards at all, I'm way better looking than him. Hugh, I am better looking than you. No, but I'm saying that it's nice when they do comment and stuff. So I always think if they watch the channel or they started because of someone who else is doing the channel, I just think it's nice if you just say like, hey, congratulations, welcome to the community and stuff. I think it's nice. Jane, you should try a bit of that.
Danny, you know what? What? When I watch a channel,
you don't watch channels, Jane.
I do, but I watch. It's the whole television thing, isn't it? It's the whole watching.
Don't lie. You do not watch my videos, Jane Kelly.
I do, but I noticed that you. I think you maybe watch them on double speed because I don't know how you get double speed. I think you watch them on double speed. You
can you watch a YouTube video on double speed?
Yes.
Yeah,
you can.
Who does that?
You do, Danny. You do.
I've done. Jane Kelly, let me tell you now, I would never watch you on double speed. I feel like I watch you on double speed anyway because
we talk fast enough of it.
Yeah, you talk fast
a bit. Yeah.
But you can actually speed a video up. Actually, while you're watching it, you can press fast forward and still hear them talking really, really fast like that.
2 times, yeah.
Oh my God, why have I not known this? I could watch all the Kerrys all in within 20 minutes that way.
I did it once by mistake and I couldn't figure out. I thought the person editing had made
Claire?
It wasn't you, Kerry, because I think I did message you and I thought she'd done something wrong in her editing, but it was me. Somehow I'd pressed something and I'd gotten this double speed and I was like, what's going on?
Really?
Yeah.
But I've never done it since. I don't know how I did it.
Enjoy it then. Do you know what the truth is? I generally have got a bit of a routine in the evenings or when I'm cooking. I'll put it on then. I tend to watch a few then. And it tends to, like Kerry's, I think, I've had a rough day not watching that. I do. But I mean, I pick certain people for certain times of the day. Like if I'm doing like a Sunday roast, I'll watch Kerry's because I think I am going to turn the telly over then because I know it's going to be on for a bit. Jessie, the same. But if I want to actually watch something, I think, right, I've got 20 minutes now, blah, blah, blah. I watch Claire's because I think, right, I'm going to watch Claire's now. I got a cup of coffee. By the time I finish this coffee, the video's going to be finished. Kerry's, I'm back to the microwave. I've microwaved the coffee again. I've come back down. I've sipped a few more. And then outside, the sun's gone down.
It's getting the time to sit down and watch it. And Danny, you've put the fear of God into me by saying you've got to watch it and watch it all. Don't so you've got to make sure you've got that block of time to comment afterwards as well. Watch it all the way. It's quite a commitment. You can't just flick on and flick off and think, I'll come back to it later. Because I used to do that a lot.
We know. And I used to get on my nerves.
No, I know, but I watch it.
Oh, Danny, I watched a bit later. No, Jane, stop ruining my retention. Me and Claire do have kittens over them nonsense comments.
But you don't. But you don't.
I do have bloody kittens over it. I've just popped on.
People have lives, Danny. We
all have lives. There is one YouTube etiquette thing, though, isn't there, that we should discuss? That when new channels start up their channel and they hit your, and I mean, and I love supporting people.
I wanted to lose some subs saying, let's go.
Oh God!
No,
No, but I love any new channel and networking
Oh, look
with
at
other
that! I
channels.
love all new channels.
No,
Go
but
on.
networking with other channels is really important. We all do that. But maybe don't type in their comments, I have a YouTube channel. That is just that is a little bit of bad. You're networking enough, because when new names comment on me, especially if they've got an actual name, not just some random YouTube generated profile, I always go to their channel and look anyway. And I think that's far nicer that you've chosen to than someone is actually purposely coming into your comment section just to promote their channel.
I do agree. I'm going to say this in the nicest way, because I do agree
And
with
I
you.
don't mean that nastily
No.
either, but it
I think it rubs. I think what happens is it rubs up a YouTuber up the wrong way, because they kind of saying it's kind of like you've got a shop, and say for instance you're selling carrots, and then it's like someone walking into that shop in the middle of the shop and going, "I sell better carrots," or "I sell carrots as well." It's kind of like that, but it would be better. I've always said, like, nobody can say that I don't push other channels, because I do. I
No.
mean, too much really, but I like doing it. I don't care. It don't bother me at all. Like I've had a few people comment saying like, "Hey, I've started a YouTube channel, blah blah blah. Can you give me a shout out?" And I always say, "Come along to the lives," because I personally think, give me something, I give you something. So come and watch the lives. I always say at the end, put your channel in, blah blah blah, and it's you gotta. Our community works better this last year because we've all started working together, and that's the truth. Nothing else has changed. We all used to be a little bit different. Like Annie used to be on her own for a bit, and Annie even admitted, you know, Annie, you said like I felt like I was on my own for a bit of the time when I was doing my channel because I didn't know. But now what we've all done is we've all come together and said, this is working, this ain't working. We're doing this, we're trying that, and we're all meeting up and doing those things. That's changed. They never used to be like that. I know they used to meet in Malvern like that. I'm just saying.
But we all mention each other now as a matter of fact.
We're building a community, and if you want to enter the comment section, enter the comments as part of a community.
Join us. Don't
join us. Yeah.
Don't jump on my horse. Don't jump on the bloody horse. Pull the reins, love. That's what I'm saying. But I'm just saying, But I do agree.
My horse would book you off.
Yeah, you'd be like, get on the telehandler.
But the thing is, a lot of subscribers as well are all shared, so it's relevant that we talk about each other.
It is definitely,
and I think it's a better community for it. I generally do think the best thing ever happened last year was we all started working together more. Not saying that we were all not working together before, but I'm saying it used to be, we'll just wait until a collab time comes up, which was springtime or autumn time because we need something, and we'd be like, do you want to work with me, blah blah. It's not like that now. We don't do it because we want to kind of like post some of their subs and they can post some of my subs. We're not doing it for that so much now. We do gain some subs, blah blah blah. But we do it now. If I do a collab now, I do a collab because I like that person. Don't care about their channel. Don't care about gaining subs. I generally don't. If Annie asks me to do a collab, I say yes every single time because I know Annie is a friend, and the same as I don't know about Jane. Do you know what I mean? Because she just said it was you to lose her, and she
was Melvin, wasn't it? Because we all met up on that.
Oh, nobody's upset me.
It's like we've known each other for years.
Yeah,
and it was the first
and that's the thing.
Most of us had met each other.
Yeah,
and I think it's also important to say though that it is not a clique. There's room for more people to join the community.
And
we want more people in that community.
Yeah. Like honestly, that's why.
Don't want people to think that it is just a circle of certain people.
And even Malvern, if you're a viewer, come along, and if you think, I'll come along. Come along, honestly, because it don't matter. Because look at Julie and John. They come along, and then they started a channel. But I don't think that it should be this. We are. I've said this to Jane Kelly millions of times. We are no different to a viewer. All we've got is a camera, and we film it. And we show what we're doing. They are doing the same as us, but yeah. Danny attracts women like honey attracts bears with his lives. They're just more YouTuber ladies. That's the truth. I didn't want to today. Let me tell you now. Steve Diggle was busy. Tony O'Neill was busy. Muddy Boots couldn't be bothered. No. Yeah, but the point is, if anyone got a YouTube channel and come along, or you don't have to come to Malvern but I mean, send an email to one of your YouTubers, like, whatever. I mean, some of us have replied. Jane Kelly won't reply. She won't.
I always reply. I
don't get many emails. I type in the comments.
Death threats
Email
you
me.
get, Claire.
I want to. Well, probably. I want to see other people's gardens. I don't want to. We're sharing our gardens, and I'd love it when other people, they'll tag me either on Instagram, or if they start their own little YouTube channels. I love that. They tag you to show you something back, and I'd love to receive emails. And yeah, I do love that. I do.
I think going back to what Claire said, I think it's a very important thing, the etiquette of being in any.
But I will say, no, I'm gonna say this now. If they don't know, they don't know. So we can.
But it's the same. It's the same as being in any community, any group of people is having just a little bit of common sense and a little bit of just not being a bit.
The only thing I say is sometimes
people do it to be rude. I don't think they mean it to be rude.
I think they think they won't notice what I'm doing, but we notice what you're doing because every other YouTuber before you have done that.
But I'm not saying it to say that.
No, I get it.
Say that I'm annoyed with people. I'm giving them advice because I still comment and will reply to people, but other YouTubers wouldn't. And if you want to become part of the community, it's not the way to introduce yourself.
I agree with you because what I notice sometimes, and I don't mind whoever wants to.
I just spammed everybody's comments.
And what they don't realise is that we all talk. So when we notice a few people saying, "Hey, I've just started a channel," blah blah blah, we tell other YouTubers, "Well, have you noticed this?" And they're like, "Yeah, we all have the same." So we do notice, but it's just I just think there's better ways to do it in there. So if someone's starting a new channel,
it's a life lesson, isn't it? It's just
it is. But do you know what? The only thing I always notice is that I always appreciate it more if they have been watching my videos and stuff, because I've had people before, and it does really upset you as well, because I've had it where people have said like, "Hey, love your channel, blah blah blah. I just started a channel," and I've given them a shout out, and then they never ever support my channel ever again. They just wanted that one thing, and that is upsetting because that's not the ethos that we want for the community. We don't want it to be like that. Just come in, take what they want, and then go. You've got to be helping everyone, you know what I mean? And that's how it should be. But yeah, so I've just seen that there's a channel called Muggle, which I like.
Muggles and Muck.
Muggle and Muck. Yeah,
is this a new channel? Is this a new channel? It's a new channel.
I'm new to YouTube. This worries me that content gets stolen, videos, etc.
Nobody will steal you. Muggles and Mac, you're new on YouTube. Nobody will steal you. Nobody will steal your content. Trust me. You'll be looking back at that content in a year's time, going, "Why did I post that content?" Look at Kerry's first video. Delete that.
I had something stolen, didn't I? Do you remember me sending you that short I had stolen, Kerry?
Yeah.
Now I have to say, it wasn't the audio. No, it wasn't the video that they stole. It was the audio, and they put it on top of something.
They stole your voice, Claire.
Yeah, because it was all, "Oh, look at the size of that." Can you imagine what kind of video that was put against?
But you can.
Tony had one once before. He was dubbed in Chinese or in. I can't remember now. But they basically made it. It wasn't one of his videos. They basically took his voice or whatever and put it over some B-roll. But we do laugh at those.
But you can click when you upload your video. Do not allow for remixing, can't you? I never do.
No, let them have it. If they want to throw me on other channels, let them do it. I don't care. I'll go on anyone's. You know me. I'll go on anyone's. So the lives are going to end now. What am I cooking? Yeah, Jen from the Moorside Garden, she started noticing my cooking meals and stuff, so she's trying to get in with me. That's what I'm seeing someone. Sorry, Jen. So, no. But yeah, who's going to start the live? Who's going to be doing some lives over spring and summer? Because I want to be a guest. I'm not having all this fancy equipment for nothing. I want to know
the courage to do it. But
Annie,
I wonder. You were saying, like, I think it was Ali suggested it a while ago about having like a catch up at the end of the month, at the end of each month. Maybe we should all take it in turns.
Yeah,
post it.
It's having the equipment though, Annie. Okay. I just haven't got.
No, you don't want to spend the money, Jane Kelly.
I'm not going to spend 300, 400 quid on a mix and all this stuff. You spend a fortune, Danny, on it. You really do. But it's been good and it's been worth it because you've done it every week and you've built.
Not if you go back to. Not if you go back to an hour in this live, I sound like C-3PO.
But if you're only going to do it as a one-off.
That was bloody Garden Emma, that was.
Well, I didn't think you needed it. I thought it would just be like going in teams.
You can. There is certain ways of doing it. Like I pay for this, which I'd be glad. I'd be saving a couple of quid after this live. Straight away on there, cancel my subscription. But I would like it if we had like a consortium. It would be great. If we had like a separate channel for the lives, because if I do bring the lives back, this is one thing that will get changed. The lives won't be on my channel, so I will be starting a new channel just for the lives. If you don't come over, that's your own fault. I won't be moaning about it. If the lives then don't get as many views, then we'll just stop the lives. But that'll be as brutal as it's going to be. But it will be good on a separate channel. But if anyone wants to have their login and go on and say, do you know what, I'll do next Thursday, I would love to see Kerry hosting a live. I think it'd be bloody marvellous. I mean, think of the things she could talk about. Oh my God, it'd be a 9-hour live. It might be a 9-hour live. Bloody hell.
Practically though, Danny, how would you do it? Practically, like if
we'll talk about it after the show because I think we could do it.
I don't think you can. I think Zoom you have to pay if it's more than 40 minutes.
Yeah, but I'm saying if we all paid £1 in, if there was 15 of us and we all paid £1 in, that would literally pay for it. No, you'd have the live. You'd have your slot. You'd have your slot, and all you do is you'd pay £1, and that'd be your slot then. You know what I mean?
It's a good idea.
That'd be it, and you'd have the live for the whole live. But I don't mind paying for the lives. It is an expense that comes out of the channel, but I don't mind. I do enjoy these lives. It's just spring and summer's coming up now. It's going to be manic. I would rather be putting out 2 videos a week. Nobody's going to be missing. You know, I'm not going to be thinking, I'm going to be sitting back and having a bit of a break. I'm actually going to be putting out 2 videos a week. So on a Wednesday, when do you put yours out, Kerry? When's your other video go out?
On Tuesdays. Wednesday.
On a Wednesday, I'll be putting it out. Kerry can't remember now. Every 10 days, isn't it, Kerry?
Wednesday mornings.
Right, so every Wednesday morning, I'll be putting my video out. And it'll be called Frog on the Plot. It's a new channel, Frog on the Plot. But Annie, we'll talk about it. And I'd like it, Annie. If you want mine, when we do a live, I don't mind doing once a month. And I sit back as the guest. And the person can host. And I could just be there as a side thing until they get confident. I'd be happy to do that as well.
I thought about it.
So what are you going to do on your main channel over winter to keep it going, Danny?
Well, he'll have another plot then, so he'll be building more beds, musical beds, isn't
I'll be moving plots by then. I'll be next to Linda on the other side. No. I would never get any work done. Honestly, I'd never get any work done if I was next to Linda. We've got a perfect amount of distance where we can garden and coffee and cake, but we're off the cakes as well, so that's no go. Yeah, so maybe we'll talk about the lives a bit more, but for now, I do need a bit of a break. But I definitely will maybe do the once a month thing. That's an answer, yeah.
Probably maybe.
But Jane, I really do. I generally do mean this. I really do. I do miss your lives because you are good at it.
I like doing them. It's just practical.
For me to say that.
Well, I know. Thank you so much, Danny. I'll pay you later. But I do enjoy doing it, but it's the practical side. I cannot afford to put that money in to do one a month, or you know what I mean. It's the practical, the financial side. And if you were going to do it and keep it up, then good.
I'm really happy to turn up here every, on my slot. But what it is with me with the lives is, it's okay for everyone else to guess because they only got to turn up on this slot, so it's like every 4 weeks or every 6 weeks, or whatever. But I got to be here every week. I'm
doing all the stuff. Yeah, it's hard work.
So, and I don't mind. I'd love it if I was like this. Oh my God! Carry on, Annie.
Carry on, Annie.
What? Sorry, I was drifted off. I was reading the messages.
Well, that was great, Annie. You're fired already.
Oh no, I'm no good at it. I'm no.
But I think honestly, anyone can do it though. I remember Jane Kelly. It was Jane's fault that I do the lives. It's Jane's fault, literally. You can blame her for this nonsense. But she started like, and I was hooked, wasn't I, James, from the first one. I used to hate James because they used to be 1 hour long, and I used to be like, I need more. I wanted a bit more. I've only got half a bottle of wine now, me. Come on. You know what I mean?
But it's good fun to do. But also, though, you have got to think. I'm just looking at the time now. It's after 9 o'clock now. In the summer, I will be.
We'll be swaying if you want, Kerry.
Yeah,
Kerry,
we'll
go on.
I'll be outside at 9 o'clock. I'll certainly be outside at 7 o'clock. You know, when the evenings. I think that's why it's such a brilliant thing to do over the winter months. It really is. It brings everyone together. Everyone's at home, desperate to get out there.
I
think the timing of it.
I think I'll be back. You know, I'll be back.
Oh, Daddy, of course you will. We all know you will. Stop playing coy. Stop being the coy, Daddy. You'll be back.
I'll be back. See you in September, everyone. No, he'll be back. But I'm saying there will be. Please look out, because there will be a new channel being started. Maybe I should start that channel and put the description in the description or something. But we'll see. But I need to have the lives on a separate thing. And I just seen Tony saying, what will you do for content? And all. I still do my video every week. So I'm not sure. This is always extra. What I'm saying is, in the autumn and winter, I will still just only be doing 1 video a week. But I'm saying, through the spring and summer, I would like to have my 2 videos again are coming out a week. And because there's more to do.
Yeah.
For me, it's 2 videos a week, plus doing a live on top. I'm fed up with it then. I'm like, I haven't seen my family for about 6 weeks. But yeah, there needs to be a balance, and we'll see what happens. But I'm glad that everyone enjoys their lives. I really am. And I mean, you know, we do get a good turnout every week, and we also get over 1,000, 1,500 every week. And I've got to be honest, every time, I'm not just saying this, and I can't believe I'm saying this, but every time Kerry's on, we always get a good show out. So.
Speaking of which, I can't see how many are watching now, but everybody's pressed the like button.
Yeah, and this is another thing that to get on my nerves. Now after 9 o'clock, you all pee me off, you know.
Press that like button.
Just like that bloody. We like this live right now.
That's all he gets. That's
you know
all
what?
he gets.
Sometimes I just think you've all blooming sat here and watched my live and gone, I've enjoyed that live, and all you had to do was click that bloody little like button and help the live going a bit further.
Makes a difference. It does make a difference.
It does make a difference. Honestly.
Someone asked earlier about how they can help us, and it is watching the adverts, isn't it?
Watch the adverts. Send Kerry money. Send her
engagement.
Courgettes, send her pumpkin plants. Send her cabbages plants. Send her potatoes.
But the YouTube, from a YouTube algorithm point of view, the algorithm likes viewers engaging with us.
Chris just said, "Why have you all above being abused?" Yeah, I think a lot of people. I think, in a nutshell, YouTube's a lot more than what people see on the screen. We take a lot of blows from other things and angles, and I mean, nobody here can say that they haven't had a comment that have upset them, and then you message one of us as well. And that's one thing that's different now as well. Is before we'd have a nasty comment, and that really, really hurt us because we'd be like, why did I do wrong? And then you didn't do anything wrong. You just didn't do something right for one person, and they felt the need to tell you, but. The good thing is now is that you can message Claire, I can message Jane, I won't message Kerry because she'll just tell me that.
Okay, I agree.
That says more about them than it does any of that.
Yeah. And it's. But I do laugh about them now. I mean, I'm not going to say over. I mean, Claire had a comment on it this week as well. No, I'm writing this person down, Claire, so don't worry. I'm not going to slander your channel. But they said I talk too much on my videos. Kerry, I can't believe you. I bet you love that. Did you see it?
I said, send that comment to Daddy.
Well, I was going to say one thing. If I didn't talk as much, how do I balance it? Because when I do too much gardening, just constantly gardening music, I get told that. So I've learned that you will always get those comments, and I did have a little bit of a jokey thing about it when I said, and I did reply back saying, well, don't watch me, because you can make every single person like you in the world. And I literally don't, my superpower is I don't really, you can't be anyone but yourself. And that's the thing about YouTube is when you start a channel, you do need to toughen up. So when you first start a channel, if people say, I'm going to start a channel, be prepared that there will be someone out there who thinks it's really clever to be like, I hate your voice, or no, not about you, Jane or Claire, but I mean, you've both had that, haven't you?
Yeah.
I mean, we all think it, but you just don't say it, do you?
Just don't say it to yourself.
I mean, except for me, I say, Kerry, your videos, no. But I mean, Kerry's like, you do think it, Danny, and you do say it. No,
I had one comment, I think it was sometime last year, where somebody said, "Oh, I like your content, but do you have to have that music because it plays havoc with my tinnitus?"
Yeah.
I saw that.
But for heaven's sake, just don't watch.
Yeah.
Go away.
Well, the Tweed Garden just said, I got asked if I could do a video without my Yorkshire accent. And then this is what I'm saying. No. The point is, if you come onto someone's channel, you wouldn't walk into someone's house and go, I don't like that sofa. Well, don't effing sit on it then. Yeah. Don't sit on my sofa. I didn't say the word, though. I didn't say the word. But it does bear on my... But it was implied, because I really do feel like that's something. That's what I think.
There's plenty of places to go.
I just think
it's going back again to just being a bit rude.
Thing is, I think you have to remember as well that those sort of people that write those comments, if they were standing in front of you, they wouldn't dare say that to you, because they.
And I think it's really upsetting though sometimes, where you think, I've just spent 9 hours editing that when I could have been doing something apart from this, and you have just gone on there and said this little silly thing. You think, God, I've just spent 9 hours of my Saturday night editing this video, putting everything to make it go round. They look for the one little thing. But yeah, I think you'll always get those people, but we try and rise above it now, and we all try and brush off each other, and Jane will lie to me and say, Danny, don't rise above it, Danny. She's a lie, mine, but I do believe it. You know, I believe when she says it.
I think when you get your regulars and you build your own community, you actually build yourself but you build yourself
my army to fight back. Let me tell you, Claire,
I don't mean that. I don't
go to Claire's channel and look at that comment, right? And I mean, rip that person apart. No, but that has happened. I'm joking. Look at Claire, like, no, just delete this comment. I'm joking.
What I'm saying is, as YouTubers ourselves, we create ourselves a safe space, don't we, within our community? So actually, when you first start out, you're not getting many comments. If a lot of those comments are negative, they do hit hard, don't they? But actually, as you build that nice community, then you find that they override it for you, and you're able to brush off the negative comments a lot more, because you know it's an outlier comment.
I don't think we get many though. Like we're saying that it's a weekly thing. I don't. I gotta be honest. I probably jinxed it now.
I would say 99.9% of comments I get are
beautiful.
Fabulous. And I consider, especially when they're reoccurring subscribers, I consider them my friends now.
Yeah. I definitely do.
And I think it's Willow. I don't consider him as a friend or nothing. I don't consider him.
But it doesn't matter how big your channel gets. You still keep recognizing names. You know, you don't forget the names, do you? So
I feel like every week when I get a comment, it's like a catch up with a friend sometimes as well, because they're saying, "Hey, I'm still here. I still love you. I still love what you're doing." And it's lovely, innit? So I don't want to leave this live on a thing, because we don't hate what we do, because we do it because we do enjoy it. But I've said this on many lives. Just be a bit more kinder when you think writing that comment. Are you writing that comment because you're not really in a good place? Do you know what I mean? And because it does knock us, because that could have made me think. That could have literally restructured my whole channel by that one comment. I thought, oh my God, if I went on my video tomorrow, I guarantee on Sunday, and I didn't speak the whole video, who's winning?
Hallelujah!
I think we should also finish by saying that we're not talking about anybody that's in your chat comment right now. They're not subscribers. That
I am.
You're not your regular subscribers.
Let me find them though. I'm watching it.
No, but we're talking. It's not generally a subscribe. It's usually an unknown name to us.
Sometimes it's Tony O'Neill.
Yeah.
I think Jenny has summed it up. Jenny Hullett in the comments, and she said,
did.
It's a general thing at times that we're living through at the moment. If you can't be anything, be kind.
Yeah.
And I think that's a nice
and
thing to take.
The way to end.
Life.
Thank you so much to everyone for watching live. Put in the comment now, capitals, YouTube or Instagram, wherever you want to write in there. go over to everyone's channels, Kerry's, Jane's, Claire's, Garden of Emma and Annie's, and say, we love Danny in the comments, because Gemma absolutely loved having over 100 of those comments through her videos in the last week. So go over their channels, right? We love Danny at the Grow Up channel. That's amazing.
Hello, Debbie.
Hi, Debbie. Thanks for saying.
Just arrived. Good, Debbie.
No, Deb's been here before. Deb was here earlier. She was one of the first then. But yeah, so popping in our YouTube and all. Thank you so much, everyone, for, not just the viewers, all the YouTubers that are giving up their time as well to come on here to give everyone as well. So yeah, I don't know how this subscribing works, but I've been looking for Frog on the Plot for hours. Amazing, Tom. I love you. Every week your comments are hilarious.
Yeah, very good. Very good.
But yeah, but thank you so much, everyone. Like I said, like I can't thank all of you, even the moderators, everyone. Linda, it's been a godsend for the lives, and every one of you do come in every single week and watch us and put up with our nonsense and, you know, and ooh and and laugh at us, because I mean, you know, there's been a few. I mean, what I should have done at the end of this, I should have put all the best bits together. Do you know what I mean? Gemma having a meltdown and Perry telling me to in the background, and maybe we should do an after party and record it as well, because I mean, imagine the stuff they'd see you say about me, Kerry, from Frog on the Plot. But yeah, go over to Kerry's channel and give her a subscribe, because why not? I mean,
why not?
I mean,
do it.
Why would you not? I mean, so yeah, go over to hers. Her channel is Frog on the Plot. Capital FR. Frog on the Plot. Go over to her channel. Go over to Jane's channel, please. Garden of Emma's. Annie, thank you so much for coming on again tonight. I always throw you in, Annie. I mean,
no, it's
they'll be back in. These will be back in September, but I'm sure there'll be ones now every month.
Yeah,
I'm sure. We'll see.
Daddy, see you next Thursday.
See you on Thursday. You know what? It might happen. It might happen. So
it will.
See what happens.
Lovely to see you all, ladies.
Yeah, and
me, Annie. What, me, Annie?
I think you were included in that. Thank you.
Thanks, girls. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching the lives. We shall see you again in September, probably, maybe, definitely. But there'll be ones every month, and I don't even know how to end this, because I don't even know what we're doing. We might see you next week. We might see you next month.
Just need to say goodbye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.